UPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Official home of the Sixers, Flyers, Union, and the best Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5, The Fanatic. Win $1,000 right now. 97.5, The Fanatic's Kelly Green Cash.
Yes, it is The Fanatic's Kelly Green Cash. Your chance to win $1,000 in a brand new 2023 Birds Kelly Green jersey. And what a perfect word for today. Loud to 45911. Loud, like I am going to be loud all day today. Like Citizens Bank Park was loud all last night. And it'll be loud tonight. LOUD to 45911, or you can enter it on the Fanatic app or 975thefanatic.com. One winner selected at random won $1,000 in this company-wide contest. Winners will get a call from Beasley, so be sure to answer your phone. Complete rules at 975thefanatic.com. 975 The Fanatic's Kelly Green Cash is presented by Rand Spear, the accident lawyer. Demand Rand. Call 1-800-90-LEGAL. Please never text and drive. Good luck. What is today, Ray? Thursday? Screw it. Whatever day it is. Morning, Philadelphia. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and the Phillies are one win away from returning to the NLCS back-to-back seasons after an electric night at Citizens Bank Park last night, taking care of business against the Braves, and a beatdown. The Atlanta Braves 10-2. They talked their talk. Orlando Arcia laughing at Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper is a baseball god. You do not poke the bear. Harper goes out there and bam, 2 home runs. 6 home runs for the team yesterday. Just an incredible night. Marsh goes yard. It was the Ray Dunn game. The only thing missing was a Garrett Stubbs bunt, but it was Ray Dunn's game. Aaron Nola dazzles. Brandon Marsh goes yard. It was just an incredible night at Citizens Bank Park. And I thank you, Orlando Arcia. I thank you so much. I thank you, Brian Snicker, for going with Elder last night. What a terrible decision. But you know what? What other decisions were they going to make? Smith-Shawver, a bullpen game? Nothing was going to work for the Braves yesterday. It was a lock that the Phillies would win yesterday. It was a lock that the Phillies bats would get going. It was a lock that they'd be up 2-1 in the series. And now they could close it out tonight. 8:07. Dodgers lost yesterday. Screw you, LA. I hate you. You're the worst franchise ever. 8:07 tonight, not a 6:07 first pitch. If you're heading to the game and you didn't realize that, it is now at 8 o'clock. And the Phillies fans already got the message across last night. Spencer Strider will be getting the start for the Atlanta Braves in a do-or-die situation for Atlanta. And I thank you for hearing my message. I thank you for being the ones that were in Citizens Bank Park, because I will be there tonight. I was not there last night, but I needed the help of you Phillies fans to get the message across, and you did. 7th, 8th, 9th innings, you guys started the Strider chants, and it rang throughout Citizens Bank Park. And that little, oh, man, I have so many words I could call him, but that guy who looks like he should be walking around Fishtown right now with his foam coffee or whatever, some fancy coffee, and then later on tonight, drink 8% IPAs with his tight pants and his weird mustache. He looks like he should be walking around Fishtown. With all due respect to those of you who are from Fishtown, I love Fishtown. Ray Dunn is from Fishtown. I hang out at Fishtown at times. But that guy looks like he's the prototype. And I can't wait for the Phillies to once again ruin this man. Like they ruined him in Game 3 of the NLDS last year. Like they ruined him in Game 1 of the NLDS this year to the point where he's cursing at the umpire in Game 2. I want Spencer Strider to hate his life for 3 hours tonight. 3 hours of hell at Citizens Bank Park. And I thank you for getting the message across early last night when you started the chants. But what a magical night. And it's Hollywood, right? Like it was scripted almost. You have an irrelevant player in the Braves make a comment about one of the best players in baseball. A guy who time after time after time gets disrespected. And you might go, what do you mean he's disrespected? Going into the season in the top 100 players list, I think he was in the 80s, which was ridiculous. And going into the playoffs, some dude on ESPN, to get reaction probably, put together his list of the top 40 players in the playoffs. Not remaining, but the top 40 players going into the playoffs. And he had Bryce Harper at number 40. So this guy is disrespected nationally. Of course, every ballpark he goes into, he gets booed. And then there's the chirping from the Atlanta clubhouse. And Orlando Arcia says, "Attaboy Harper." Well, you know what? Attaboy Arcia, thank you for waking up that beast. Because he goes out there, again, like a Hollywood script, and hits 2 home runs. And I love every second of him rounding second and looking him dead in the eyes. But not the first time, because Arcia didn't have the balls to look up at him. He was just kicking the dirt. If he was playing T-ball, he'd be picking the flowers. He was just staring down. He was not man enough to look in the eyes of Bryce Harper. And then he did the second time. And it was a longer stare down by Harper. Castellanos with 2 bombs yesterday. Trey Turner with a home run last night after his, debacle in game 2. Where he makes 2 errors, and the second one was costly because it gave the Braves some momentum. The guys came back to play last night, and Citizens Bank Park was just electric. And I want to play Bryce Harper right now, right out of the gate. Harper, an incredible night, but you know what? He doesn't just talk about himself. You know why we love him so much? The guy could go out there on the podium and talk about how great of a game he had. But no, he talks about his teammates. He talks about Aaron Nola. And then, of course, he talks about you, the fans.
I love this place. Flat out, I love this place. There's nothing like coming into the bank and playing in front of these fans. Blue collar mentality, tough, fighting every single day. I get chills, man. I get so fired up. Man, I love this place. I signed here for a reason, to do everything I could to bring back a trophy to this town, to Mr. Middleton, to this organization. I got chills thinking about it because that's what it's all about. I absolutely love this place. I love every single person in this organization fighting, clawing every single day to get back to that moment. There were so many good times in, 07, 08, 09, 2010, 11. And I wanted to get back to that moment, into the postseason and playing in front of this fan in Red October. I could go on and on, man. There's nothing like playing here. And Garrett Stuff said it best, man. If you don't like it, you can get out because we don't want you here. And we want to be able to come in each night and play our game, and they are with us in this every single step of the way.
He loves it here. Well, we love you. I'm telling you right now, if you did the old cliche radio segment of the Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia athletes, he's on there. And I know he's only been here for 5 years, but he's on there because he embodies Philadelphia, and it helps that he's also talented, right? Like, T.J. McConnell was a Philly guy, a lunch pail guy. Now, this guy's a lunch pail guy, but also is freaking awesome at what he does. The other guy that was awesome last night was your starting pitcher. Aaron Nola goes out there, gives up the early lead in the third, and it didn't bother him. And it sucks because in the top of the first inning, I was like, oh, this is going to suck if he gives up a run because there was the bloop shot and then the tapper down the line by Olsen. And it had nothing to do with Nola. That's not, Nola made 2 good pitches, and they couldn't barrel up the ball. And I'm sitting there going, oh, man, this is going to suck if the Braves have a 1-0 lead in the first inning. Because all I wanted yesterday, if you listened to the show, was shut them down the first inning, and in the bottom of the first inning, just go out there swinging. And, of course, the Phillies didn't score in the bottom of the first, and that's okay. But he gives up the 1 run in the third, and then the Phillies' bats come to life, and, of course, he gives the other run in the sixth. But that meant nothing. 5 2/3, 6 hits, just 1 walk, 9 strikeouts against, people are saying, one of the best lineups in the history of Major League Baseball. And he does it for the 2nd straight year in the playoffs. And that's why, if you're watching on YouTube today, I'm a man of my word. I said this on Monday. I said it on Monday. That if Aaron Nola pitches well last night en route to a Phillies win, that I would paint the word Nola, the name Nola, in red October across my forehead. And Ray, what is on my forehead right now?
The word Nola.
Yes, it is.
Across his forehead in
I'm
red.
a man of my word. I got the Red October paint at my local Target because the Halloween section is out. Because I don't know where to look for face paint. The Coop's not at that age yet. I'm walking around like an idiot looking around. It's 10 o'clock at night. And I was like, wait, Halloween. And bam, found the red little marker. Haley put it on my forehead this morning. And I will be rocking like a scarlet letter, Nola, across the forehead for the next 3 hours and 40 minutes. maybe into the meeting that I have today, which is why I'm dressed up a little bit nicer and not my typical Phillies gear and sweats. But I am so proud to be a Philadelphian. I'm so proud to be a Phillies fan, and I know you guys are as well. And they are just one win away from getting back to the NLCS. And this team, last year was a magical run. Last year was so much fun. But they weren't necessarily destined to win last year. At least you didn't feel that way. They took the 2-1 series lead in the World Series, and we're going, oh, my God, they could actually win this thing. But each series became a surprise. This is not. I know the Braves are the better team on paper or regular season wins, but this is not a surprise to me. The Phillies are built for this. The Phillies are back to do it again. And this year's different. Phillies in 4. 610-632-0975. I'm Andrew Salchunas. I'm going to play you some audio coming up next from Travis d'Arnaud, whiny little bitch boy, about the Orlando Arcia comments getting out there. Screw you, dude. I can't wait for him to hear it tonight, too. This is a sanctuary. It's hilarious. I love every second about it. Your calls as well, and more from Ray next, right here, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports Update.
The Harper Revenge Tour. I'm Ray Dunn. This update is brought to you by Compassion International. Families in poverty are facing a global food crisis. $50 provides a food kit to feed a family for a month. Just text the word radio to 97646. Bryce Harper powered the Phillies to a 10-2 victory in Game 3 over the Braves. Phillies now lead the NLDS 2-1. Harper, Nick Castellanos each with 2 home runs as the Phillies slugged 6 home runs in a pivotal win. Aaron Nola, he pitched real well last night, going 5 2/3, 9 strikeouts, only allowing 2 earned. Second consecutive year, the Phillies scored 6 runs in the 3rd inning of NLDS Game 3 versus the Braves. Tonight, a chance to clinch 8-07. Winner. Well, if the Phils win, they are going to play the Diamondbacks in the LCS. Diamondbacks sweeping the Dodgers in their series last night. Ranger Suarez on the mound for the Phils tonight against Spencer Strider for the Braves. The unbeaten Eagles looking towards the Jets matchup. Eagles 5-0, fourth-time franchise history, coming off that 23-14 win over the Rams. Jets coming off the 31-21 win over the Broncos, 2-3 on the season. Eagles open up the 21-day practice window for linebacker Jacoby Dean to return from a foot injury. And the Flyers season opener is tonight against Columbus. You can catch the live call right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Keep it locked here for all the latest news and information. I'm Ray Dunn on the home for the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
The countdown to the NBA season is underway. This is your home for the Philadelphia 76ers. Every game, home and away, is here. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
Hey, it's number 59, Seth Joyner. Join me on the Bet Parks Sportsbook app, and you're in the zone. Bet Parks is the official casino and sportsbook app of the real Philly fan and the only app I recommend. Bet more than the score. Bet player performances like total passing and rushing yards. Bet total team touchdowns. Bet who scores a touchdown. And nobody does live in-game betting better than Bet Parks. Bet on the action as it happens. Join me right now and download the Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app. New customers make a winning $10 bet and get $125 in bonus sportsbook bets back. Must be a winning bet, and bonus bets must be wagered once. The Bet Parks Sportsbook is the only sports betting app that I recommend. Live betting, parlays, props, teasers, they have it all. Like me, I'm sure that you love to play, you love to win. You bet. Bet Parks.
Must be 21 in NBA, New Jersey, Ohio, Maryland. Number 1-800-GAMBLER.
With the era of Counter-Strike Global Offensive now over, it's time to determine the best player. While most fans could give their opinion with bias, the leaderboard doesn't lie. On the primary Counter-Strike leaderboard, the highest-ranked player was none other than Monacy, the recent sensation for G2 Sports. The 18-year-old has proven that he is the elite player. Can he cement his legacy in Counter-Strike 2?
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
A psoriasis flare-up can make a walk in the park, well, no walk in the park.
It's that obvious, huh? I've tried so many lotions and creams, but I still have symptoms.
So those don't do enough to treat the inflammation beneath the skin, leaving you with those uncontrolled symptoms.
Makes sense, but what else can I do?
you can get real with your dermatologist so they can help you get clear. Make an appointment and, you're already on it.
Hi, yes, I'd like to make an appointment.
Get real clear about psoriasis at letsgetrealclear.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
My name is Jim Conroy, and I am the CEO at Boot Barn. As we celebrate 45 years supporting the Western community, we have been reflecting on the American Cowboys' incredible influence on our nation. Through tenacity and grit, they persevere to keep the Cowboy legacy alive while feeding families across the world. It speaks to the strength and spirit of our country, and we are honored to support this proud heritage. Thank you for sharing the West with us for 45 years.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Looking to get engaged? Head on down to Golden Nugget Jewelers, the go-to spot for the most exquisite jewelry in the city, featuring top brands like Tacori and Verragio. Now, whether you're looking for an engagement ring or a special gift, Golden Nugget Jewelers has you covered. And you can find them conveniently located on the corner of 8th and Chestnut. So why wait? Head over to their website now to browse their amazing selection and make your special someone feel truly golden. Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we have represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances or harm your family relationships. While every situation is different, our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Set up a consultation and take the first step.
Offices in Philadelphia, Radnor, and Allentown, Pennsylvania, and Mount Laurel, New Jersey. Scott Trout, licensed in Missouri, Illinois, and Georgia only. Michelle Ferrari, licensed in New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Online at CordellCordell.com.
What's for dinner? Burgers?
After last week, no thanks.
Avoiding foods due to fear of diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools? It may not be just stomach issues. It could be EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. EPI can cause uncomfortable symptoms because it's a condition where the pancreas doesn't release enough digestive enzymes to break down food. But EPI can be managed. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor about your symptoms. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Harris Philadelphia invites you to play in the $500,000 NFL Pick'em. Get to Harris Philadelphia to make your picks every Wednesday and Thursday. You could win a weekly share of $1,000 in free casino play. Make enough correct picks for the season and you'll walk away with $500,000. It's the $500,000 NFL Pick'em at Harris Philadelphia. For details, visit harrisphilly.com. That's harrisphilly.com. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Listen to the John Kincaid Show and the best show ever for the Flyers and Sixers beautiful blend of the week. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
I just had the best experience. My daughter went to the doctor and everything she needed was covered.
Everything? What insurance do you have?
Kids Partners, the CHIP plan from Jefferson Health Plans. It covers doctor and dentist appointments, ER visits, prescriptions, and more. Plus, my daughter can also get a new pair of glasses. They even offer free gym memberships.
Visit hpplans.com or call 866-599-0809 to learn more about Kids Partners, a part of Jefferson Health Plans.
When you volunteer with your local AARP, it's easy to make a difference in your community. Volunteering with AARP could be as simple as taking a walk with a hiking group or being a supportive voice for family caregivers. You can volunteer on your schedule, whether just down the block or virtually from your computer, all while making new friends. With AARP, you don't have to go far to have a wide-reaching impact. Get started today at aarp.org/volunteer here.
Philly sports fans, the energy of the city. 97.5, The Fanatic.
Coolest thing last night, right? This is how this song has captured people. So I go to my local Target last night to grab the face paint to look like an idiot for our YouTube audience today, but I don't care. It's Red October. I'll do whatever I want. And so I'm at the red light right before the Target. And keep it playing, because this is what I heard in the car next to me. And I think that's so cool. I don't know if he was leaving the game. I don't know if he was driving home from a bar or a friend's house, or if he was just on the road. He could have been an Uber driver. But he was playing this. And this doesn't play on the radio, right? So, he is actively finding it on Spotify, YouTube Music, whatever. And I just look at the guy, and he's just got this smile on his face. He's bobbing his head. This is how this song has captured people over the last year plus. And it's just really cool, man. And just another great night last night in Philadelphia. And tonight, I expect will be another great night. They are 1 win away. I want to hear from you today all show long at 610-632-0975. 10 o'clock hour brought to us by Window Nation. Take advantage of Window Nation's 50% off sale on all style windows, plus make no down payment with no payments and no interest for 12 full months. Call 866-90Nation or visit windownation.com. Thinking of my man, Tasty Cake Dom, today. He's at the hospital. And he reached out to me last night saying, I can't wait to see you on YouTube with the NOLA on the forehead. I was reminded by a lot of people, not that I needed anyone to remind me. You guys were chanting Paint Your Face last night. Correct. You and Vito. We were having a great time. Oh, by the way, Patty Wax, South Street yesterday. Thanks for hosting us. Thanks to our friends at Corona for setting up the watch party. It was a blast. Everyone that was there was just so locked in on the game. I think we scared a family of 3. But that's okay.
Definitely. Might have scarred a child.
They had to learn at some point. A family of 3, and by 3 I mean 3 kids. So a family of 5 is what I should have said. But it was just a really cool night last night, and it's always great hanging out with people that you actually enjoy being around, Ray.
Yeah, it was fantastic being around everyone. Funny enough, with Dancing on My Own, after you and Pat had exited and begun making your way out, they began playing Dancing on My Own, but they didn't play the remix. They played the slower version.
Oh.
And we had this really incredible moment of 3 people sitting there and myself of just singing the slowed down version of this with each other. You know what? We at least know the words.
You know the words at this point.
It.
It's so funny. We played it this morning for Cooper. He loves it. For some reason, not for some reason, every time he says watching you kiss her, he blows a kiss, which is freaking adorable, man. So we play for him every single morning now, and it's been great. All right, 2 things, and I'll get to the phones in a second. You can climb in at 610-632-0975. Number 1, with all due respect to Allison Mastrangelo, she is a Jersey girl. So, what's going on here? But she currently works in Atlanta. So she tweets out last night, and I know a Mastrangelo, so it might be a relative.
Oh boy!
Don't make this about you. So she tweets out a video. The sprinklers on the field at Citizens Bank Park went off after the game was over. Tarp was on the field. Everything was taken care of. I'm pretty sure the people cleaning up the stands were already gone. The sprinklers went off, and they still had some equipment out. Not cool, Philly. The sprinklers on the visitor's side of the Phillies ballpark came on and got some of the Atlanta media gear wet. Maybe it's a coincidence, but the sprinklers by the Phillies side did not go on until a few minutes later. And it was the thinking emoji. And then she used the hashtag for the Braves, which is gross. I don't care if you're a member of Braves media. You're from Jersey. You should be a Phillies fan. And when you're a member of the media, you shouldn't really show your fandom unless you're doing sports radio in a local market. But whatever. It's not Phillies versus Atlanta media. It's Phillies versus Braves, okay? And there is such a thing as putting the sprinklers on and having timers. And as a homeowner now, I know that when I turn on the sprinklers, the front yard goes first. Then the side yard goes. Then the other side. Then the backyard. They don't all go on at the same time. They don't specifically go on just for the Atlanta side. Oh, then it went on to Philadelphia later. Well, yeah, because it was probably that turn of the cycle. This isn't about you. But everybody, when it comes to the Braves, everybody involved with Atlanta It's just whiners. Get over it. Travis d'Arnaud spoke in the locker room after the game, and he was asked about the comments made by Orlando Arcia, and then obviously the response by Bryce Harper last night with 2 home runs. Here's what Travis d'Arnaud had to say.
The clubhouse is a sanctuary, and I think when things like that get out, it doesn't make people want to talk to the media at all. It affects the people who have been great to us all year, and it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a sanctuary. No, it's not. You have been in a clubhouse for many years now, right? You're a veteran in the major leagues. There are reporters everywhere. They tell the story. And part of the story was Orlando Arcia walking around chesty with his 1-for-7 performance up until last night. Now he's 2-for-11. He's chesty saying attaboy Harper. And thank you, Jake Mintz, for being the guy that put it out there in the story and they circulated. There's reporters with running cameras, running audio recorders, everything that are out there. And then I love the Braves fans that tried being like, oh, this didn't really happen. They're just making this up. Well, it's been confirmed that it happened. You Braves fans are losers. You're fraudulent. You don't really care about your team. You don't really care about the sport. You don't really care about anything. And then now the Braves fans are just whining because they're down 2-1. If that never got out, what? Are you okay with it? Because you're happy it didn't get out? If that got out and Harper went 0-for-4 yesterday, would you be complaining? No, you wouldn't be. It's the fact that you got shown up by Bryce Harper in the 2-home run game last night. So shut up, Travis d'Arnaud. I hope you get booed tonight, too. Let's go to the phones. John in Overbrook. What's up, John?
Can you hear me well?
I got you loud and clear, brother.
2 things. Nick Castellanos, he deserves an attaboy.
Yes, he does.
He's been consistent all season and, probably had one of the better seasons of his career. So, I think Nick deserves an attaboy.
No, he is team MVP for this year. And I said that a couple weeks ago because there are multiple reasons why. A, he had great numbers this year, and he was an all-star. He's been a leader in the clubhouse. But also, how much pressure was put on him after not playing well last year. And then the second Rhys Hoskins gets hurt, we're all thinking, oh, my God, you don't have a right-handed power bat. And he comes out and plays the season that he played and then has the night that he had last night. And, oh, by the way, was inches shy in Game 2 of giving the Phillies the lead in the top of the ninth.
Right.
Yeah, right, though. You're spot on, John.
Bryce, because of, his big name, his big bat, I think he did kind of overshadow, last night.
Well, yeah, because of the storyline with Arcia and Bryce Harper now is the most home runs in NLDS history, which is just insane, and he's ours. Like, how cool is that? Like, he's ours. Bryce Harper plays for the Phillies. Like, that's really cool. But you're right. I mean, Nick Castellanos, it should not be forgotten, the 2-home run night that he had.
Yeah. And the other thing is, tonight, Philadelphia would just do me a favor. I'm not going to be down at the park tonight. It's in the top of the ninth inning when we're up by 4 or 5 runs, 5-1 or whatever it's going to be. If we bring out those chopping thumbs and get that go home chant on tonight, let's do it.
All right, John, I appreciate the call, man. I'll be there tonight. I'll be making my noise. I'll let them hear it. I might not do the chop because, there is issues with the chop. I might not do the chop, but I'll go double bird and bleep you, Atlanta. No fear here. You think that's fair?
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm just going to be loud. I'll probably just be screaming things that you won't be able to understand what I'm saying, but I'll just be yelling kind of incoherently and going crazy,
So you're going to be there tonight as well.
Yeah, that's the plan.
And I'll be there. I'm taking my wife, Christy. We'll probably meet up in the lots at some point. Brendan Petrelli, who, we were hanging out with. Yeah, we got to run it back. I mean, another win last night. But yeah, it's going to be electric at Citizens Bank Park tonight. And I just can't wait for Spencer Strider to freaking hear it nonstop. Now, let me take you back. Not that long ago. Probably a month ago, because it was during the Marlins series. Spencer Strider was, I don't even know who it was. I don't know if it was like a Braves media member. I don't know if it was TikToker. Oh, Jesus.
Seems like a TikTok video. I don't know.
A TikToker? All right. Is that a thing? Can you be a professional TikToker now?
Yeah. Oh, big time.
All right.
Think about the money you could make off of brand activation.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
listen, if I could dance in front of a camera and just ask athletes dumb questions, make money.
I hate the little microphone.
You do?
I do. I don't like the little microphone. I don't know why. It just bothers me. But anyways, it's perfect for Spencer Strider. So about a month ago, Spencer Strider was interviewed by a TikToker, maybe, by somebody. Hear the question, and hear his response.
Do you have any hot sports takes?
Any hot sports takes? Absolutely, there should be no fans. 2020 season, no fans. Get rid of the fans. It's too loud.
Too loud?
It's too loud. Everybody be quiet. We don't need the cheering. We know you're watching. I don't need the fans. You stay outside the stadium. Back it up. Let's do like a no lower bowl thing.
No lower
you know,
bowl, okay.
Just kind of, upper deck's great. Upper deck's great. Outfield, phenomenal. But we don't need you around the dugouts. Right. Just try and be quiet.
I want you to know this, Spence. Even if you couldn't let fans in, we had people freaking watching the pandemic games from outside of Citizens Bank Park. Let me tell you something, Spence. You would still hear it. We would still be ringing in your ear if we were outside of Citizens Bank Park. But you know what, Spence? Your little hot take is not the truth. It's not reality. There will be 46,000 screaming fans inside Citizens Bank Park. And before anybody gives me the whole, oh, we've heard he was joking about it, tongue-in-cheek, there's a reason why that came to mind. Because in the back of his mind, he was thinking, oh, my God, I got a collision course with the Philadelphia Phillies again in October. I really hope that we sweep the Phillies so I can pitch once in Atlanta and not have to pitch again in Philadelphia. Well, Spence, you're going to be pitching in Philadelphia tonight. And last night, I thank you, Phillies fans, for getting my message across. Here's how it sounded inside Citizens Bank Park late in the game.
Isabel Hernandez, just 4 games in the major leagues this year. We impressed so much. Chance of "We Want Strider" raining down right now.
I thank you. I thank you. You said we have another version as well. Alex Coffey. She covers the Phillies for the Inquirer. She posted this video from the press box. So you hear in the background the "We Want Strider" chants. I thank you for doing that. I asked you yesterday when I was doing the show from PJ Willihan's that when the Phillies had a big lead, not if, because I'm sorry, I called that game into smithereens. Bryce Harper, if I could bet 7+ bases, unfortunately you can only bet 5+ on FanDuel. Yes, it cashed. That game was incredible. It played out exactly how I thought it would. And I thank you, Phillies fans, who were at the game last night who did the Spencer Strider chants, and I hope Gavin in Downingtown was one of them. Gavin, you're on the Fanatic.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
What's up, Gavin?
Listen, I just want to say I've been very, very lucky with games I picked to go to playoff-wise this year and last year. I was at Game 1 for the Miami. I was there last night. I was there when we beat the Braves in Game 4 last year, when Harper hit the shot to send it to Houston and Bedlam at the bank.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, I think it's official. This is the best baseball town in the country, undebatably. The way we get out, and you could combine all the other playoff teams, they don't get as loud as us.
Oh, no. They don't even get the same amount of people.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And a little message to everybody if they're going down there tonight, I can't make it down there. When those gates open, you go right to that bullpen, and you let that loser with that ugly mustache know where he is. Let him have hell all night. He basically told us his kryptonite. It's us, and we're going to let him have it.
I love it. I love it, Gavin. Now, what was it like inside the ballpark last night once you kind of knew they were pulling away? Were you part of the Strider chants last night?
Oh, yeah. I actually, a little bit, I started in center field. I said, come on now, we want Strider.
Oh, I appreciate you.
And then I just got to say, so it was pretty cool because I've taken my sister, she's pregnant with she's got 3 kids, so she can't make it down to a lot of games. I've taken her to Eagles games, and she loves Eagles games, but she's never been to a playoff game for the Phillies. And I said, Brooke, you've never been to a playoff Eagles game. It's not that level, but I'm going to tell you, this is better than Eagles games. And when she got in there, man, and she saw the way we were, smile ear to ear the whole time. I couldn't have been happier seeing that.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you shared that moment yesterday with your sister, and I appreciate the call, Gavin. That's really cool. Yeah, something like that is pretty awesome. When you get to share it with a family member that has not seen it yet really all season long, that's really cool. I mean, like, that was me and Christy, my wife, last year, Game 5 of the NLCS. Like, she was taken aback by it. Like, oh, my God, what is this atmosphere? And Ray, like, you're younger than me, but, you know, when the first time – did you go to any of the playoff games,
Nope.
7 through 11? Okay.
If my spending habits for these last 2 years could tell you anything.
You didn't? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, 7 to 11, I went to every single round that they played in one – because we did the 17-game plan, so we had
nice.
you know, the first dibs at tickets, and we made a point to go to one game in every single round at Citizens Bank Park. And I was, I think, too young to really appreciate how raucous it was. Because I think I was just so, not that I'm not in the games now, but I was so loud. Like, I was that little brat that was just screaming nonstop, right? That I don't think I really sat back and said, oh, my God, look at where I'm at right now. And I'm experiencing that now, and I'll be experiencing that again tonight. I experienced it last year, which is just really freaking cool. Let's go to Mariano in Argentina checking back in. What's up, Mariano?
Hey, what's up, guys?
You were spot on, man. You felt great about last night.
Oh, man, can't wait. I mean, I even saw a video of you, I think it was with Pat, on Instagram, going crazy. I was doing the same thing, man.
We were going crazy. That's for sure. Had a lot of fun last night at Patty Wax in South Philly.
I can't even believe we have a voice to be talking right now.
Yeah, you know, you got to take care of it. Tomorrow might be worse. Because I'm going to the game tonight. If they win tonight, I might not be able to work tomorrow. Just letting the bosses know now.
Obviously, I'm taking a day off no matter what, man. 'Cause either I'm going to be super happy or super sad. But, man, I wanted to – I love what you said at the beginning of the show. They poked the bear, man. They woke up the lion. Now they're going to have to deal with it. And to bring up a few numbers, we have 4 batters batting over 300. That's almost half the lineup. Turner is batting 400, man. Insane. And then it's Harper, Castellanos, and I'm forgetting somebody else. But it's we have 4 batters batting over 300. That's insane. I don't want to say it's unprecedented, but it's insane, man.
The bats are alive. I mean, they had a great series against the Marlins, right? Remember last year against the Cardinals, it took until the 8th inning, Game 1, to really get going. It was all series against the Marlins. Every starter, I think, but one had a hit in Game 1 against the Marlins. The bats obviously were alive in Game 2, and then they've been hitting the ball well in this series too. They just didn't come through enough in Game 2, but the bats were alive in Game 2 as well, even in the loss.
Everybody's doing their part, man. And bringing up the games from before, the first game against the Marlins, every single Philly got a hit except for Marsh, who was pinch hitting. But it's like everybody is doing their part, man. This is a definition of a team. I don't know, man. I love it, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Mariano, thank you for calling, man. I appreciate you bringing the noise from Argentina. That's really awesome. I really appreciate it. Now, Ray Dunn puts up on the board, I got a ridiculous number for you. What is this ridiculous number?
So he's talking about crazy numbers. Now, this is courtesy of my guy, Johnny Heller, and it's Bryce Harper's NLDS game log, and this is before the second home run. So this is numbers that don't even include the second home run. Going into that at bat, 12 for 24 in the NLDS as a Philly, with 4 home runs, make that 5 now, and 3 doubles.
Jeez.
He has not had a game in the NLDS as a Philly where he has not had a hit.
Oh, my God.
12 for 24 entering.
So what you're saying is anytime hit is a good bet to make tonight.
You might want to throw it on there.
Yeah.
But, yeah, just ridiculous.
And it's not just singles. It's 5 home runs and 3 doubles.
Yeah.
Like, he's just mashing the baseball, and yet they keep pitching to him. I love it. Thank you, Atlanta. Thank you, Brian Snicker. Thank you, Orlando Arcia, specifically you. Speaking of Orlando Arcia, coming up next, I will play you Bryce Harper talking about, obviously, the exchange, rounding second, staring him down, and the competitiveness in this series. So we'll play you Bryce Harper. We'll also play you Nick Castellanos' reaction to Orlando Arcia's comments and how it may have lit a fire for Bryce Harper. And what was really cool, both Harper and Castellanos last night wore the Coach Prime gear yesterday. I did not know the meaning of it. So Coach Prime's slogan is, they just made it personal. I did not know, I thought they were just, wearing it like, hey, Coach Prime is great. He's a motivational guy. He's cool. Nothing's too big for him. I just thought it was something like that.
Yeah. Once I got home and I saw it again, because we talked about it at the end of the show yesterday, I was like, wow, I'm a bumbling idiot. I forgot about the whole.
They just made it personal.
They just made it personal. That's why he's wearing it.
I love that they went in there wearing that stuff. And then Coach Prime, did you see, put it on his Instagram last night.
Loves a primetime player. On the anniversary of him playing the 2 games for Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
Yes. He's celebrating the Phillies. Take that, Braves.
Atlanta fans probably down bad so much today. I love it. 610-632-0975, the number to climb in. So we'll get to David. We'll get to KB. We'll play the clips that I just told you about Bryce Harper and Nick Castellanos on Orlando Arcia and his comments. And then, of course, at 11 o'clock, we got the Vault. And it is a day after game day Vault where we relive the incredible moments at Citizens Bank Park last night. All right here, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports Update.
The Phillies throttle the Braves. I'm Ray Dunn. This update is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cast matured Irish whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. Bryce Harper powered the Phillies to a 10-2 victory in Game 3. Harper and Nick Castellanos each hit 2 home runs. The Phillies slugged 6 home runs in the pivotal win. Aaron Nola pitched very well, going 5 2/3, striking out 9, allowing just 2 runs. The second consecutive year where the Phillies scored 6 in the 3rd inning of the NLDS in Game 3 against the Braves. Tonight, a chance to clinch at 8:07. The game is at 8:07 because the Diamondbacks swept the Dodgers. They move on to the NLCS. If the Phillies win tonight, they will play the Arizona Diamondbacks. Ranger Suarez gets the ball for the Phillies tonight. Spencer Strider on the other side for the Braves. Unbeaten Eagles looking towards the Jets matchup. Eagles coming off that win against the Rams. Jets coming off a win against the Broncos. In injury news earlier this week, the Eagles opened up the 21-day practice window for linebacker Nakobe Dean to return from a foot injury. And the Flyers, their season opens tonight.
And so I ordered this like a month ago, but I guess it was a hot item, the Colorado merchandise. So it just got there, and once it was there, today just felt like the perfect day to wear it. And apparently Bryce thought so too.
Why was the perfect day? You liar. Don't say it had nothing to do with it. Don't say it had nothing to do with it. I love that he wore it last night. In response, even though he says that he didn't. I think he's lying. I think he's full of it, but that's okay. He's ours. 610-632-0975, the number to climb in. We got the vault in 2 minutes, but let me go to KB, who's in Atlanta. KB, you're on the Fanatic.
Yo, Tunis.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, I'm amazing today. I'm amazing.
How is it? How is it down there?
Listen, first off, I'm going to just give it up to the Phillies. I said it, this team is different. The most obvious is the pitching, and the bats are better this year, but the base running and the defense, amazing. Out here, when I tell you they are frauds, bro.
Yep.
Fraud. I've been saying it. I called in earlier this year, and I said how they don't deserve teams out here. Like, Atlanta just needs to be known for strip clubs and chicken wings because they don't care about sports the way we
And
do.
Georgia football. Georgia football is the only thing that they really care about.
What they need to do is take the Georgia Bulldogs, move them from Athens, and put them downtown, and they don't deserve it. I don't see – it's like when you're in Philly or when you're in the area, you can feel the energy. Whatever team is playing or good at the time, you can feel it. You see Phillies hats. You see Eagles jerseys. You see it everywhere, airports, on the road. You don't see that out here. And it's just, like, sickening. And then when you do run across a fan, they're the fakest fans ever. Like, you can't even really talk sports with them. Like, I ran into this guy at the Waffle House last week before the Eagles game on Sunday, and I'm just like, I got my Eagles gear on,
right.
I got my Phillies hat on, and he's like, yeah, well, what y'all Phillies going to do? I'm like, bro, first of all, it's Eagles Sunday. Good morning to you.
Yeah, how are your Falcons doing?
Yeah, how are your Falcons doing? And I said, if you want to talk about the Phillies, I mean, we're not too worried. We beat y'all last year. Yeah, well, we got 100 wins. Yeah, well, we built for the playoffs. Y'all had 100 wins last year. And then he just sitting there, okay, all right, who's your best player? I said, you know what? You don't even watch baseball. I can't talk to you. You don't know who Bryce Harper is? Okay, yeah, I don't know what we're talking about. All I know is these fans are fake. I can't talk to them about sports. And the Phillies and Ford. That's all I can say.
Bills and Ford. It ends the night. Strider pees his pants, and we laugh at him. And thanks for the call, KB. We laugh at Strider tonight when he's walking off the mound. There's a puddle. That's what I will celebrate tonight, Ray.
Yeah, we'll see him at Garage later.
Exactly. All right, we're going to go to the vault, but I just want John, if you're listening, John in Lebanon, I want you to hang tight because John took the time to listen to Atlanta radio this morning, and he said that they're crying, and I love every second about that. So we got John's call coming up soon, but it's time now for the vault.
When we began opening this vault nearly 2 hours ago, we had no real idea what we'd find inside. As it turns out, we haven't found very much.
Vault presented by Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged. Ray, we are reliving last night. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Let's do it.
We will get some home runs in here. We'll get a couple of clips of audio, and we're going to get a shout-out for a certain someone that deserves it today. Deserves more than just the recognition on your forehead, even though it's making me laugh every time I look up, and I'm not sure how I'm going to get through the next couple of hours. Let's start.
I'm glad I put a smile on your face, Ray.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me, because I tweeted out that I have my face paint, and the guy was like a clown or a monster? Well, I'm always a clown, all right? I'm always a clown. So now it's just it's a different look today.
There you go.
The NOLA.
Sure. All right, moving on. Phils get down early, 1-0. Nick Castellanos steps to the dish. Here you go.
Nick Castellanos, Brandon Marsh, and Johan Rojas will lead things for the Phillies. And Castellanos way back into left field, and we are tied just like that.
That was awesome. I mean, that was a huge home run because it was quiet, right, up until that moment when the Braves took the early lead. Remember in the first inning, there was the two dinky hits, but like you're going, oh man, what if that leads to something? And then they get out of it, which is great. Then the Phillies go down, without a whimper in the bottom of the first inning. And then when they score the run, you're going, oh God. And then bottom of the third, bam, Castellanos.
I'll be honest, I was starting to think us watching games together was a little cursed. So it was good to see that. Now, one thing before we continue with the incredible third inning. Nick Castellanos, after the game, talking about losing the way they did in Game 2. I thought it was really cool that he was the one that got started because he had this feeling about the end of Game 2.
I think that the way the game ended in Atlanta was perfect because I think that jolt of emotion and kind of seeing them really celebrate kind of set the tone for this game. You know, rather than, let's say, if Bryce would have got back and we would have worked it and, you know, we would have just lost it. I don't want to say a normal way because there's never a normal way to lose a game, but like having that exclamation point on the loss, I think was perfect for our group of guys.
I love that they find any way. It doesn't matter. You can find any way to motivate yourself even more. I love that. And remember, he was the guy staring, watching the Braves celebrate on the field. There's that great picture of him at the top of the dugout when the Braves won the division.
Mm-hmm.
So that sweatshirt had meaning yesterday. Don't lie, Nick.
It did. It's okay, though, because the guy that was on the other end of that double play was Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper in a tie game, 2-1, inexplicably getting pitched to. This is what he does to the Braves.
So far, Turner has not looked like he wants to run. Stays put, and there's a high fly ball. Deep right field. Harper watches it fly.
I mean, the crowd was just electric last night. Just an incredible moment. You know, we're freaking out at Patty Wax last night. Like, my hands hurt from high fives. Like, we were just going nuts yesterday, jumping all over the place. It was such a cool atmosphere just at our bar, let alone, I'm sure, 46,000 people at Citizens Bank Park. Now, a tweet that popped up on my timeline just now. It was tweeted out 15 hours ago. I will tell you the exact time, 7:13. So, an hour into the game. By Chris Bassett. Did you see this tweet?
No, I did not.
So Chris Bassett, he's bounced around, currently with the Blue Jays. Remember last year he was with the Mets. He was so annoying to watch pitch because he took forever to pitch. He tweeted this out at 7:13 last night, which was right after the Harper home run. Pitchers love it when position players on your own team piss off the superstar hitters on the other team.
Chris Bassett.
This Arcia thing was not just read in Philadelphia, it seems.
No.
I love that.
Chris Bassett, my guy. Got a good Chris Bassett story someday. But we're not going to get that today because we got a lot to get to in this vault because there wasn't just 4 runs scored in that third inning. There was 6. Let's hear how the other 2 came in.
Elder's still looking at 2 of his runners. His responsibility out there. Tonkin delivers. Realmuto in the air left center. Rosario's on the run. Rosario can't get there. 2 runs are going to score. JT Realmuto with a double. 6-1.
Yeah, JT's been great. Somebody tweeted at me earlier in the show saying JT's like heating up. Ray, as my witness before the playoffs started, I was like, nobody's talking about this guy. Right? It's all Schwarber and Harper and Castellanos and Stott, the daycare. Like, JT Realmuto became an afterthought. It's because he didn't have that great of a year. But he got hot in September. And that has carried over big time in the playoffs. The dude's just been huge. Now, I'm having some fun reading some of the responses to the Bassett tweet because he's getting flooded with Braves fans because this was in the moment. So all the people are like, he never said it. That was a made-up quote. And, of course, now we know that it was said. It was confirmed by Darno. It was confirmed by Arcia. And then there's one random response by a guy named Doug who said, Harper is a long way from being a superstar. How'd you not know that before last night? And he tweeted that at 10:18. So he tweeted that like the game had ended. He had hit 2 home runs. He's now the career leader in NLDS home runs.
Doug is a long way from understanding baseball.
Yeah, Doug is a moron. And that's why these Braves fans, going back to our previous caller, KB's point, they don't know sports in Atlanta at all.
Harper hit this one a long way for his second home run of the night.
You don't ever want to fuel the fire, and especially a guy like Bryce Harper.
Harper, high fly ball, center field. He's watching. Harris turns. Harris leaps, and it's gone. Harper with a rainmaker, and another stare down. 7-1 Phillies, and it's turning into the Bryce Harper game again.
I just love how Attaboy Harper started trending last night. Like, oh my God. It's Hollywood, dude. It's the greatest reality TV show in the world because it's not really scripted, but there's so much to it. There's so much that surrounds the game. That's why sports is awesome. You and your Kardashians that you watch, that's all fake, okay? I spoke with somebody who used to work at this station who was once on a reality TV show, and I asked him, I was like, is it scripted? He said, yeah, all of it is. This is real, man. And there's so much drama surrounding it. That's awesome.
You know what was real and beautiful last night? Aaron Nola on the mound.
Yes.
It was an incredible thing to watch. This is Aaron Nola getting his final out and then getting his ovation.
2-2. Darno, a swing and a miss. Chase the high fastball. Nola gives the ball to his manager. And they will let him know here in Philadelphia.
I applaud it too. I applaud Aaron Nola for his efforts last night, which is why I have Nola painted on my forehead right now. For those of you who aren't watching on YouTube, I said it earlier this week that I would do it if he pitched well en route to a Phillies win. I got it. Scarlet letters right across the forehead. I'm a man of my word.
Aaron Nola also said after the game he's got an addiction, and it's to playoff baseball.
I mean, it's always kind of like addicting to be out there, especially in the postseason here. And, you know, especially when we're winning, right? Because they're so into the game and they're so passionate, which makes it so much more fun for us. And I feel like being in the moment and trying to embrace it as much as possible, it's special when we try to do it as much as possible because you really don't, I feel like you don't get that at a lot of other places. I mean, for me, other guys can talk more on it because they've played at other teams. But for me, I mean, it's the best home field advantage in the major leagues.
That's awesome. Look, the guy got paid last night. Last night, I know he still has, I would imagine, 2 to 3 more starts in a Phillies uniform if they're going back to the World Series, which I expect them to. But last night could have made him a rich man.
Oh, yeah.
Good for him.
I could do a whole diatribe on the guy, but I'm not going to do that because we got to rapid fire some home runs for you. Because
yes!
It was 7-2, and it only just kept getting better, and better. So, hey, how about Trey Turner gets in on the show?
2 balls and a strike. And Turner in the air, deep into left field. Towering fly ball. Pilar at the wall. It's gone! A wall scraper to left. Trey Turner makes it 8-2 Phillies. His first home run of this postseason.
To hit bombs.
In the air, deep left center field. Castellanos has another one for Charlie. His son loving it. Multi-homer games for Harper and Castellanos. The 5th of the night for the Phillies. And it's 9-2. Great rivalry, and it's got a little touch of AEW to it as well. That ball's hit well to left field. Marsh is watching this one fly.
Money Marsh.
Another one is out of here. Brandon Marsh with his 3rd hit of the game. The 6th home run for the Fightin' Phils. And it's 10-2.
Money Marsh.
That's right.
You asked, and I came through. I said he would go 0 for last night.
And he certainly did not.
And he did not.
That's
and
right.
I'm going to have to make said prediction again tonight and say that Brandon Marsh will do absolutely nothing for the Phillies tonight.
I can't wait till you do because it'll guarantee us another good Marsh game. I love it. Now we got the final out for you.
I still have more red marker. I could do Marsh tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. You should. Let's just keep it going. All of the guys you doubted.
Yeah, why not, dude?
Yeah, that's right. We're just going to make the thing here.
I'll keep it.
All right. Let's get you the final out. Phil's up 2-1 now in the series.
Broken bat. Bohm gloves it. Across the diamond. Right there. Nice play. The Phillies win Game 3. Take a 2-1 series advantage in this best-of-5. And they have the team who posted the best record in baseball on the brink of elimination for the 2nd consecutive season. 10-2 the final score as the Phillies bang out 6 homers.
And now, tonight, 8:07, Phil's Braves, Strider v. Suarez, elimination game. Phil's could move on to the NLCS after tonight, and I expect it, and I want to talk about it with you all day today at 610-632-0975. How are you feeling about the Phillies right now? How are you feeling about tonight's game? What are you doing for tonight's game? Because Ray and I will give our plans later on, because I want to know what your plans are because I might come find you. But we'll talk about that as well. And I want to go to John in a second because John in Lebanon, he'll start the next segment. Listen to Atlanta radio this morning, and he said they're crying. And I can't wait to hear about it next right here, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports Update.
The Harper Revenge Tour. I'm Ray Dunn, and this update is brought to you by Discover. Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a game-changing checking account with cashback. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback. Debit. Discover Bank, member FDIC. Bryce Harper powers the Phillies to a 10-2 victory in Game 3 following Orlando Arcia's comments about him after Game 2. The Phillies now leading the series 2-1 over the Atlanta Braves. Bryce Harper and Nick Castellanos each had 2 home runs as the Phillies slugged 6 homers in the pivotal win. Aaron Nola pitched very well, going 5 2/3, striking out 9, allowing just the 2 runs. It's the second consecutive year the Phillies scored 6 runs in the 3rd inning of NLDS Game 3 against the Braves. A chance tonight for the Phillies to clinch at 8:07. The reason the game is now at 8:07 because the Diamondbacks swept away the Dodgers en route to clinching their spot in the NLCS. If the Phillies win tonight, they clinch a date with Arizona in the next round. Ranger Suarez takes the ball for the Phils. It's Spencer Strider on the mound for the Braves. The Eagles looking towards that Jets matchup this weekend. Eagles 5-0 for the 4th time in franchise history, coming off the win over the Rams. Jets coming in at 2-3 right now on the season. Eagles injury news this week. Open up the 21-day practice window for linebacker Nakobe Dean to return from a foot injury. And tonight on the Fanatic, you can catch the Flyers season opener against Columbus. Keep it locked here for the latest news and information. I'm Ray Dunn, the home for the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the first day of the season for the Philadelphia Flyers. We are getting you ready for the puck to drop in Columbus. Pre-game at 6:30 here on 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
When you enter a place of business, you're owed a legal duty that the place of business is safe for you to shop in because they're making a profit from you. That's the law. Yet many times a normal day ends with injuries because that business breached that duty because they knew or should have known of the dangerous condition that caused your injury. It happens every day in many ways. Slip and falls where cleaning and maintenance were ignored. Falling boxes and items stacked too high. And so many other unexpected occurrences and dangers only known to that business owner. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you suffered an injury at a place of business, let our team investigate and report back to you. The duty to protect customers from harm is the law, and our duty is to protect you after that harm. Visit forthepeople.com for more information, or on your cell phone, dial #law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. forthepeople.com.
Home improvement doesn't have to be scary when you let the Preferred Pros handle your projects. Whether you need help with drafty windows or you need to clean out the clutter, the Preferred Pros will help you transform your life and home. If you're tired of tricks and contractors ghosting you, reach out to a Preferred Pro. Whether your project is big or small, you'll be in for a treat.
Volpe Enterprises. It's time to make your windows remarkable and affordable. Call Volpe Enterprises. 1-855-GO-VOLPE.
An organized home is a happy home. Enjoy unmatched quality and a lifetime warranty on closets, pantries, offices, and more from the Closet Works, Inc. ClosetWorksINC.com.
Great Railing offers the highest quality vinyl decking, fencing, and railing at discount prices on the Black Horse Pike in Williamstown or online at greatrailing.com.
Check out Preferred Pros today. This paid program is sponsored by businesses highly rated by actual customers. For more details on Preferred Pros, visit 975thefanatic.com.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary, subject to terms and conditions, not available in all areas. Hey, small business owner, when's the last time you checked your workers' comp rate? For many small businesses, workers' comp insurance is one of their biggest costs. But some don't check their rate often. Did you know rates can vary? In fact, taking 3 minutes to check your rate with Pi Insurance could save you up to 30%. Just go to trypi.com, share a few details about your business, and get a quote that's customized for you with no hassle or hidden fees. We know you're busy, but spending just a few minutes to check your rate could save you money. Plus, when you sign up for pay-as-you-go billing, your premium is based on your actual payroll, not an estimate. So your workers' comp audit experience is simplified. See how much you could save with Pi Insurance. Ask your agent for Pi, or get a quote at trypi.com. That's TRYPIE.com.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
Get ultimate durability and extreme weather performance with Rain-X Advantage wiper blades at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Purchase a pair of Rain-X Advantage wiper blades and save $10, plus get 2 times O Rewards points. Our professional parts people will even install your new wiper blades for free. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The Golf Zone gets it. You want to work on your game and make time for the family. Now you can do both at the Golf Zone in Chester County. With a driving range powered by Top Tracer technology, you can practice with purpose. Stop hitting into nets or screens. At Golf Zone, you get to watch the ball fly. Featuring a 400-plus yard range, real balls, target greens, putting green, and practice bunkers. Have fun with the family at the best mini golf course in the area. Have a blast go-kart racing. There's fun for the whole family. Go to GolfZoneProShop.com and start practicing with purpose today.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey.
Sports bettors make money with VegasMistake.com. The wrong team is favored, and you need to bet on our top play from VegasMistake.com. Discover when the odds makers have screwed up, and you can profit. They cost less than $4 a day for a whole month of betting picks at VegasMistake.com. Get the pick with the wrong team is favored. Don't miss out on this unique sports betting opportunity. Sign up online at VegasMistake.com, the more intelligent way to bet, where we outmaneuver the odds makers at their own game. Hurry, the odds are shifting. Sign up now for less than $4 a day at VegasMistake.com.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Philly sports. We're born into it. 97.5 The Fanatic.
Living in this big new world with my head up in outer space. I know I'll be A-OK. I know I'll be A-OK.
11:20.
When I see trouble come
97.5 The Fanatic. I'm Andrew Salchunas. Midday show. This song just puts a smile on my face. So much is putting a smile on my face right now after last night's Phillies win. 1 win away from the NLCS for the second year in a row. I said this the other day or a couple of weeks ago. I feel like a kid again because I was 13 years old in 2007. And so I watched that run from 7 to 11. I was growing up and, going through high school. And I just feel like that again, man, where the Phillies are a perennial contender year in and year out. And they are 1 win away tonight. And it happens tonight when they beat Spencer Strider and he walks off the mound crying, looking for his 8% double IPA and pees himself. Like that's what's going to happen tonight. And I'm looking forward to it. 610-632-0975. As promised, so we have a caller on the line who took the time today to listen to Atlanta Sports Radio, to bring us in behind enemy lines to hear how they're feeling today. That's John in Lebanon. John, you're on the Fanatic.
Tunis,
what's
going
on?
Sweeter than listening to that or watching that game last night was listening to Atlanta Sports Radio after the game. They were crying all night. They barely even talked about the game. All they were talking about was the 6-day layoff, why there was a day between game 1 and 2, so the Phillies could use their bullpen game in game 1. And then the most outrageous thing I ever heard was, well, we were right there. Phillies had 11 hits. We had 10 hits.
Oh, my God.
And crazy, dude.
And here's the thing, right? So these excuses of the layoff, and I will say this, John, I do think there's something to it. Like, look at the Dodgers. They got bounced by the Diamondbacks. They were the hot team going into that series. It's the same thing as last year, right? The Mets and the Braves both lost last year. So I do think there's something there. But don't give me the whole, oh, man, and then there was a day off after game one, so they were able to use their bullpen game. You got to give Rob Thompson credit for realizing that. Like, instead of complaining about it, give Topper the credit for having that wherewithal to be able to have that strategy going into game one and then game two.
Yeah. I'll say this. Hey, Phil's in 4, Ranger Danger incoming. Let's go!
Damn right, John. Thanks for the call, man. I think he's dealing with some other stuff.
People got to learn how to drive.
It sounded like he was the one honking.
It did.
Because I heard he's tapping the horn.
I don't blame him. You've been there. I drive through the city every day.
Can I tell you something? I felt like an ass doing it.
Uh-oh.
But I cackled. Right. I was Orlando Arcia.
Attaboy who? Attaboy who?
So yesterday, I'm driving to Maple Shade, PJ Willihan's. And if you are from Jersey, you know what I'm talking about. 55 on a 42 gets backed up.
Mm-hmm.
And you're coming back from the shore. I'm sure you know all about it. So, well before that, there was a guy, I think he was driving a Toyota, I forget what car he was driving. Going in and out of traffic. He was the guy driving like an a-hole, right?
Oh, yeah,
all over the place.
He's the only one that's got a place to be.
And is driving so crazy, he's driving on the side of the road, on a highway, speeding past everybody, right? He almost caused, I'm not joking, like 3 or 4 accidents. Like, there were cars slamming, there was cars swerving. Like, I don't know what the hell this dude's problem was. It was 8:30 in the morning, right? I get it. You're trying to get to work or whatever, but same. So then he gets to the backup, 55 on a 42, because it veers in a one lane. It's, going to a major highway, so it's backed up. He then drives on the side of the road for that, too. But guess what one of the cars in traffic was? A state trooper.
Oh.
Whoop, whoop. Pulled him over. And when I tell you, Ray, every car that witnessed what we witnessed on 55 slowed down to say something. I heard one guy roll down, because my window was down, too. One guy yelled to the cop, you should have saw what he was doing back there. He almost caused accidents, blah, blah, blah. And all I did was I just laughed. There's that like video of the guy laughing into the car and he pushes the door for the automatic door to shut. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a go-to GIF for people.
Sure. I'd probably recognize it if I saw it.
That was basically me, like a maniacal laugh. And as I was driving away, I was like, man, that guy's probably down bad right now because he just got pulled over. But you know what? He was the one that was almost causing accidents all over the place. So good.
Yeah, I got to be honest. The dude was doing like 50 and 45, and they pull him over.
Yeah, no, I feel
not
bad.
Cackling at him, but
no, he almost caused accidents. And I go, you know what? Good. Because you never see. You always go, oh, where's the cop? But, It happened this time. So good. All right, let's go back to the phone.
Glad you feel vindicated.
I do. Andrew in Phoenixville. What's up, Drew?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Well, good morning, gentlemen. How are you?
I'm great. How are you, man?
I am excited. I am so ready to knock them out of the game tonight. The keys to the game tonight would be keeping Strider on his heels, making sure his pitch count hits about 90. What was the last game that was he 90 in the 4th inning or 5th inning?
No, because he pitched 7 innings the other night.
Did he? I thought he was 5 or 6.
Let me pull it. I'm pretty sure he pitched into the 7th inning. I'll pull it up for you. But you know what? One thing I want them to do is get to him early, right? Because how many times have we seen aces get you get to him early? Yeah, he pitched 7 innings the other night.
Okay, but I mean his pitch count was really high, so I'd like to try to get him out early with foul balls or whatever. And if we're able to continue hitting the way we have in the last few days, there should be no reason why we can't win this game. Ranger Suarez is going to be amazing tonight. And I guess it's the only 1% concern I have is yesterday's game, we're hitting or we were swinging a lot of pitches outside the strike zone. I'd like to see that cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you. And Strider's got good stuff, so they got to be worried about that and not go after the high fastball because, he's going to try to go out of the zone with it at times. But he's also a power pitcher who will sit over the plate, so you can get to him if it's middle.
No, and I believe we're going to win this game easily because all the pressure's on them now, and we're just going to win this game. We're going to take Arizona. We're going to destroy Arizona.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you, Andrew. I appreciate the call. Yeah, screw the Dodgers. Let me repeat that. I hate ULA. All I wanted was a 6:07 game. I'm not going to complain. I'm still going tonight. But, now I feel bad for our babysitter. She's got to stay later. She has recently moved, so she lives an hour away now. So now she's not going to get home till probably 1 o'clock in the morning, which I thank her so much for still doing it. And Christy's got work tomorrow. And it's not work like us where it's like, I can't wait to go into work tomorrow and celebrate. So, but whatever. Screw you, LA.
Now, speaking of LA.
Yes.
Have I done the Magic Johnson thing with you, where his Twitter account's like my favorite thing in the world?
Yeah, I think we've done this. But,
okay.
But what was the latest?
Yeah, it's the Magic News Network. He tells you 12 hours after something happens that something happened, and it's the most bland analysis. It's the best thing going. I don't watch the news. I just have Magic Johnson tweet notifications. Magic Johnson, we're all disappointed that our Dodgers didn't hit or pitch well. That's why we lost the series to the Diamondbacks. Thank you. Needed that on my timeline today. I was worried that the team that got swept and did not look competitive at all in one game had either pitched or hit well. I'm glad he clarified they did neither, and that's why they got swept.
Thank you.
Thank you, Magic Johnson. He's the best Twitter account going.
He's incredible. Now, one of the best reporters for the Phillies is Matt Gelb with The Athletic. I'll text Matt to see if I can get him on. He spoke with members of the bullpen or members of the Phillies regarding Harper yesterday. And I remember Gelb did a great piece on the Bedlam of the Bank last year, and we had him on to talk about it. So apparently members of the bullpen, they play a game. Did you know of this game?
I don't think so.
So in his story in The Athletic, quote, I'll just read it for you. There was a feeling. In the bullpen, the Phillies relievers play a game. Every pitcher can throw their hat down once a game to call a homer. It's almost like it's almost like your ring it challenge.
It is.
But this is a specific home run. So Hoffman tossed his hat in the first inning when Kyle Schwarber led off. Nope. Then in the third, Harper stepped up to the plate. Hoffman said there were 3 hats on the ground waiting for that home run. It was Orion Kerkering, Christopher Sanchez, and that Gregory Soto. Maybe he is a vibesman after all, Ray. They all tossed theirs. Hoffman now says he owes them. He needs to go to the ATM. So I wonder what kind of money is involved in these games.
It's an awesome game.
That's an awesome game.
I forgot they did that. That's so
I did not know that they did that. That's the first time I ever saw that. So that's freaking awesome. But that's cool that there's multiple hats on the ground last night before Harper's home run. Let's go to Mick in Jersey. What's up, Mick?
Good morning, guys. What's going on?
You know it. You know what's going on. It's Red October, baby.
And I know what's going to happen tonight when me and you are at the game.
Damn right, man. We're going to see a dub.
Just everything from the stare down, which is probably the greatest reaction by you I saw on Instagram. Just everything went perfect. Like you saw coming with Harper, the chance, everything was just exactly how it is, and it's the same thing's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, like I want him to be miserable. Like is that wrong of me to seek misery in a human being?
I want him to be miserable too.
Like, everything from his I'm Spencer Strider, and then like the whole I don't want fans at games, and people say it's a joke. Nah, there was clearly a reason behind it. Then he's cursing at the umpire. He's yelling at his pitching coach when he got pulled from the game. And I appreciate gamers, but yo, dude, you gave up a home run. Sucks.
I can't. The fan thing about the comment with the fans is just crazy. And I also listened in real fast on Atlanta radio this morning, and one of the channels that says "Home of the Braves" spoke nothing of the Braves, but all the Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah, of course, because they don't care. Miserable. They don't care down there. It's not even that they're miserable. They don't care. They'd rather talk Bulldogs football. Like, the Eagles are 5-0 right now. The Eagles will soon be 6-0 because they're going to obliterate the Jets. And yet, today is basically Phillies all day. And it's because not just because they won, but the Phillies are in the playoffs. It's spot. It's understanding what the flow of the city is. And, well, maybe, you know what? Maybe they do understand the flow of the city because they're all fraudulent fans and they don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, the radio hosts are a little nuts with their predictions, but, they'll learn the hard way.
Yep, they will. Mick, I appreciate it, man. Have fun at the game tonight, all right?
You too, man.
All right. I will. Trust me. I will have fun tonight. Okay? I will be down in the lots, hopefully by 6 o'clock. Babysitter will be arriving at 5:30. I will be ordering said Uber. Christy and I are Ubering tonight. Oh, yeah. It's a big night out for mom and dad. I will probably order said Uber around 5:20 because, we're in the burbs, so it doesn't. It's
right. It's not just around the corner. Right. Yeah.
Probably going to order the Uber around 5:20. Babysitter will get in. Hey, yada, yada. You do this, bedtime, blah, 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 bow. Here's dinner. I'll be in the car. I believe my drink of choice right now is a Surfside. I told you that yesterday.
You did?
We'll probably bring some Coronas as well because I'm a big fan of Corona. So I'm going to go probably Corona 6-pack, Surfside is 4-pack, right? It's usually 4.
Yeah, I think it's usually 4.
Probably going to go 8.
Probably a good call, just to be safe.
Just to be safe. Yeah, maybe I'll give you one. If I see.
Really nice of you.
And then Christy and I will wander. I'll probably make an appearance at Live Casino, see my friends at the FanDuel Sportsbook, take care of business there.
Smart.
And then go watch the game.
Sounds like a great time.
Not have a voice tomorrow.
That is that's the one part of the plan I can't agree with.
I will not have a voice tomorrow. I am telling you right now, Ray, be prepared to speak a lot tomorrow.
But here's the problem. I also may not have one tomorrow, and going to kind of need you to do the thing.
Hey, TGIF tomorrow, right? One more day. You rest up Saturday. Then are you on the air Saturday? Yeah, you're screwed.
Day that ends at Y.
You're screwed. I got pregame Sunday, but I got nothing Saturday, so that'll be rest up day.
Yeah, the Saturday afternoon will be my my rest. But I got the text earlier. I think it was actually last night, right after the game, from the buddy I'm going with tonight.
Okay.
And he was like, "What time do you have to be at work on Friday?" And I, I'll be this time.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh," it's like, "So no celebration?" I was like,
"Oh no, you're still celebrating."
Have you met me? We celebrated the clincher together last week.
Yes.
This is another series in which I keep getting luck with these clinchers, man.
Oh yeah, no, it's cool. It's being at a clinching game is really awesome. It's truly like a special moment, and so hopefully we get that moment again tonight. I expect to have that moment tonight. I really do. Trust me. I just feel great. I think Spencer Strider, is he a great pitcher? Absolutely. The guy's very good. I don't know if he's a big game pitcher. Haven't seen it yet. What I do know is the Phillies have big game players. Last night was a big game, and they showed up in a big way. They're big game players, and they have one goal, and that's the World Series. Let's go to Kevin and Ambler. Kevin, you're on the Fanatic.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Thanks for calling, Kev.
So, a little bit of a scratchy voice. I was at the game last night.
Absolutely. I'm glad. I'm proud of you, Kevin.
Oh, thank you. Let me tell you, I've been to a ton of sporting events, and that was the first one that we did not sit down the entire game. And just to see the fan base come together, I mean, you guys know the feeling I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
It's just unbelievable. But
and that eruption, too, like the Castellanos home run. Because, I don't know, you could speak to it better than I can because I wasn't at the game yesterday. But I imagine after they went down 1-0, it wasn't quiet, but I'm sure it wasn't that same buzz. And then when Castellanos hit the home run,
the nervousness came over.
Yeah.
And then Casty just came through. And like you said, that place erupted. It was so loud in there throughout that entire night.
Yeah.
And then 8th inning, totally thinking of you. We kind of got the Strider thing going.
Yes.
You could hear it.
It came through the broadcast. I mean, the Brian Anderson, the play-by-play guy, mentioned it, that there are chants of Strider, and we want Strider.
Oh, my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, oh, no, it was heard. Like, so
that is
I appreciate you and everybody that was a part of it. Like, it's really freaking cool that happened in the way that it did. And, yeah, I imagine Spencer Strider probably heard it and was probably like, all right, I'll go shut them up tomorrow. And then he's not. And he's going to hear those chants all day today.
Exactly. And listen, we're seeing the ball good. Our bats are on fire right now. So if he's planning on throwing strikes, he better look out.
Absolutely, Kev. Listen, man, I'm glad you had a good time yesterday, and it's true. Like playoff baseball, that atmosphere, it's crazy, right? Like we had a caller earlier today that brought his sister, who's pregnant, has 3 kids. Like it was her chance to get out, and she had never been to a Phillies playoff game, but she has been to Eagles games. And look, I know Eagles games are raucous, right? Like, I've been to Eagles games. It's great. But there is something different to playoff baseball, and it's not like one's better than the other, right? Like, there's a big play in a football game, like a shot downfield, but it's silent, and then the eruption of when the touchdown scored. It's very similar to the home run, right? But there's just something to it where, I don't know, you're literally standing for 3 hours, what used to be 4 hours. At Eagles games, you do sit down at times. Whereas, like, right now, like you just said, like Kevin just said, they didn't sit down once yesterday.
And you're standing on every pitch.
Yes.
There is, like, the flow of the game is just so different. And just the flow of feeling like every pitch is something that's going to change the outcome, what's going to happen. It's not that every play can't do that in football, but you don't get that in a regular season as much as you get with the postseason of your season can change on this very pitch.
Yeah.
And like you said with the game, with the relievers, you just had a feeling of, oh, this is going to be something big. This could be something huge right here. And you have that feeling all the time, but there are certainly times where it gets ramped up and that heart breath.
And, look, I'll be honest, when they're up 1-0, and again, the first inning, Nola didn't give up 2 rockets. It was just 2 bloopers. I'm like, is this really how this game's going to go? Unfortunately, he got out of it. Then the third inning, he gives up the double to Acuna, who eventually scores. And you're going, all right. And we had our man Colin Berger, who listens to the station, works at the Huntington Valley Country Club, where I was just at for the Darren Dalton Foundation. I've known Colin for a while now doing this. I know his mom. His mom's awesome. Like I've met Colin through doing this. And I think it was him who said, man, it just feels like one of those games, the first team that scores wins. And then before you know it, the Braves score. And I'm like, oh, God, I hope he's wrong. And thank God he was, man. And then the Phillies just unleashed holy hell in the third inning. By the way, John Heyman put out an interesting tweet. MLB playoffs. Teams with 92-plus wins are 1-12. Teams with fewer than 92 wins, the opposite, 12-1. That's why I love the baseball playoffs, man. It's like hockey playoffs. It's not predictable. Football, it's 1 or 2 seed pretty much every single year. Same with basketball, except for this year with the Miami Heat. And that's starting to change a little bit, where like a 4 seed can make it if you rested your like stars all season long. But baseball and hockey, it's so unpredictable.
So unpredictable, and also I know we're eventually going to get into it because it'll eventually be a topic, especially if they are to finish the deal tonight. Like, this will be a talking point for Major League Baseball, the whole postseason format thing, which I know is where Heyman's probably going with that.
Probably.
These big win teams, we talk about good pitching, beating good hitting in the postseason. A lot of these teams ran out of pitching.
Yeah.
Like, I know we're going to do the conversation about days off.
Look at the Dodgers last night. They were relying on an 85-year-old Lance Lynn.
Yeah. He was on my fantasy team this year. It's a dynasty league, so I was stuck in his contract.
Yeah.
I know it's been basically a home run derby with that guy. He either strikes you out or...
4 home runs in 1 inning.
Yeah.
4 home runs. So I'm watching the game. You're talking about your buddy who's worried that you might not be able to celebrate after the game night. I was still up last night. I was so... Like, it's one of those nights you can't sleep, right?
I woke up at 4:30, couldn't go back to bed.
Yeah. So I'm watching Dodgers Diamondbacks last night. 4 home runs in 1 inning. Bang, 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 bang. And I'm like, man, it's nice to have Ranger Suarez, my game 3 starter, or my third starter in the rotation. 610-632-0975, the number to climb in to continue to the reaction at last night's game. Zach and Dave were both at the game last night. If you were at the game last night, would love to hear from you, and you just take me inside because I'm going to be there tonight. So I'll have my own experience to relive tomorrow. But I was jealous of every Phillies fan that was in the ballpark last night. And if you were at the ballpark, please tell me your experience from start to finish and just how amazing it was during that third inning when they put up that 6 spot. Also, your chance to win $1,000 comes your way at 12 o'clock. I'll give you some numbers on the pitching matchup, Suarez v. Strider. And how about shout out to the Flyers? We might be all Phillied up right now, and the Eagles are 5-0, but the Flyers are back in action tonight. They start their 23-24 season in Columbus. 7 o'clock, you can listen live right here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Fanatic Sports News Update.
The Phillies throttle the Braves. I'm Ray Dunn. This update is brought to you by Indeed.com. If you need to hire, you need Indeed, because Indeed's all-in-one hiring solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit. Bryce Harper powered the Phillies to a 10-2 victory in Game 3 over the Braves. The Phillies now lead the NLDS 2-1 with a game tonight in Philadelphia. And Harper, Nick Castellanos, each with 2 home runs in the Phillies win last night. There were 6 overall by the team. Aaron Nola pitched very well in the game. It's the second consecutive year the Phillies scored 6 runs in the 3rd inning of NLDS Game 3 against the Braves. Chance tonight for the Phillies to clinch and follow the script from last season against the Braves and win in 4. 8:07 the start time. 8:07 the start time because the NLCS, well, they already have at least one team booked into it as the Diamondbacks swept the Dodgers this week. Ranger Suarez gets the ball for the Phillies. Spencer Strider gets the ball for the Braves. Eagles unbeaten, looking towards their matchup with the Jets. Both teams coming off of wins. Jets come into the game 2-3 on the season. In injury news this week, the Eagles open the 21-day practice window for linebacker Nakobe Dean to return from a foot injury. And tonight, the season opener for the Flyers against Columbus. You can catch the live call right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Keep it locked here for the latest news and information. I'm Ray Dunn on the home for the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
The big sports stories everyone is talking about in Philadelphia. The John Kincaid Show. Tomorrow morning 6 to 10. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
Hey guys, Bob Cooney here. Snap into action this NFL season with FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets, guaranteed when you place just a $5 bet. That's $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. If you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time than now to get in on the action. All you have to do is visit FanDuel.com/Bob. The app, it's so easy to use, and there's so many great things to bet on. You know what they are. You got player props, over-unders, money line, my favorite same-game parlays. Maybe you like the Birds this weekend. Lay some points down and win some money. So visit FanDuel.com/Bob and kick off the NFL season. FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
21 plus and present in PA. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey guys, playing fantasy sports? Well, it's not getting you into shape, but you knew that. But NJ Diet can get you back into shape quickly. It's only going to take 40 days for you to lose 20 to 40 plus pounds, and it's contractually guaranteed. Their program is awesome. It starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements. They base it on your hair, your saliva, your blood work, and then they do DNA testing that creates your ideal diet plan and workout regimen that's going to help you keep the weight off. Now, a lot of you think, I can't do this alone. I bet. I agree. NJ Diet's with you every step of the way. You're fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you're burning fat, not just losing water. And you'll also get Dr. T's personal email and phone number. But here's the best point of all. NJ Diet is all natural. None of the shots, none of the hormones, none of the surgeries. And it's located in Cherry Hill, King of Prussia, Newark, Delaware, or from anywhere if you travel with live online video consultations. Call 855-5NJ-DIET. That's 855-5NJ-DIET. Or visit njdiet.com. That's njdiet.com.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary, subject to terms and conditions, not available in all areas. If you're a small business owner, listen up. Pi Insurance wants to give you one of those aha moments, the kind that could save you money. Workers' comp is probably one of the biggest costs you face. But did you know that insurance providers have flexibility in setting their prices? That's right, but many don't bother giving small businesses the savings you deserve. Instead, you can get lumped in with other businesses and overcharged. Pi Insurance was created to change that. With Pi, you get a quote tailored specifically to your business, and you could save up to 30% with no hassle and no hidden fees. Plus, when you sign up for pay-as-you-go billing, your premium is based on your actual payroll, not an estimate. So your workers' comp audit experience is simplified. Take 3 minutes to see how much you could save with Pi Insurance. Ask your agent for Pi or go to trypi.com. That's TRYPIE.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Nothing slows my little girl down, except the stuffy nose. Mommy. That's why I use Sinex Children's Saline from Vicks. Sinex instantly clears mucus in everyday stuffy little noses with a gentle, ultra-fine mist designed for kids. Just Sinex? Breathe. Her stuffy nose is gone for now. And so is she.
Sinex Children's Saline. Sinex, breathe. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Make PJ Wellahans your game day headquarters. You can watch every Birds game at PJ's while enjoying 22-ounce Miller Lights for just $4 every single game day. Visit pjspub.com for daily beer specials.
It's a new era of orange in Philadelphia, and you don't want to miss the Philadelphia Flyers hit the ice at Wells Fargo Center this season.
Pass down, the tip, they score! Oh, and Tippett goes to the net!
Be here for the home opener when the Flyers take on the Vancouver Canucks on October 17th. All fans in attendance will receive an opening night t-shirt presented by Fanta.
Frost the shot, he scores! Morgan Frost!
Get your tickets now, only at PhiladelphiaFlyers.com.
Tune in to the Meineke postgame show as they break down the Birds' performance. Sponsored by Harris Philadelphia Casino and Racetrack, where Philly comes out to play.
Happy 62nd birthday, Granddad.
Thanks, sweetheart.
I got you this.
A mug. Oh, thank you. What does it say? Beware. If you are 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of hospitalization from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
This is David Keller from David Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. And you know I love Philly sports, but when I'm not at a game, I take care of my clients. Sometimes, it seems harder than ever to buy a car right now. And then when you do, you go into service, and it's awful, right? Well, I can fix all that. I mean, forget about the old way you bought a car. I'll get you the car you need, the terms you need, and then I'll take care of you right up until you buy your next car. Because I love my clients, and I love our Philly sports teams. And that's why I've always been your dealer. You just didn't know it.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Official home of the Sixers, Flyers, Union, and the best Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5, The Fanatic.
$11:50, 97.5 The Fanatic. I'm Andrew Salchunas. The midday show taking you until 2 o'clock, which will then be, 6 hours until first pitch, for crying out loud. I thought I only had to wait 4 hours. I thought I only had to wait like 2 hours to tailgate. And now, it's not like the babysitter's going to still come at 4 o'clock today. Now it's going to be 6 o'clock. I just want to get the party started tonight, man. Is that too much to ask? Thanks a lot, Dodgers. Lance Lynn, you loser.
No, it's not too much to ask. And you know what? We take you behind the curtain here. We've got automatic songs that generate to bring us back from break. The one that right now is the automatic one continuing to come up is California Love. And I refuse to play that today because they forced us to wait 2 more hours to get to the clincher.
Yeah, seriously. What's wrong with you?
So, no California Love today. Great song.
Stupid Dodgers.
Not today.
I hate them.
Ridiculous.
Couldn't have happened to a better franchise.
Poor Magic Johnson, man. He's so distraught. They didn't hit or pitch well, and that's why they lost.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's just great analysis by Magic Johnson.
They should have him on they should bring him on for TBS, do pregame.
I think
him down.
He's a part of that crew, isn't he? Doesn't he do stuff? No, he's on ESPN sometimes. Now. Yeah, that's right. All right, never mind.
Honestly, why not throw him in for one of the wild card series next year?
Sure.
Little Magic Johnson baseball analysis.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it. We have 2 open lines right now. You can climb in at 610-632-0975. I'll give you the numbers on the matchup tonight. Suarez v. Strider. We'll look back to game 1 and what happened. Of course, that's the pitching matchup for tonight's game. If you were at the game yesterday, please, I would love to hear from you. I will be at the game tonight. Ray will be at the game tonight, so we'll talk about that later on the show because I need to know what the plans are, man. I need to know where to be. I'm talking about the tailgates. I need to find the lots. Like, where are we at? Let's go to Zach on the cell. Zach, you're on the Fanatic.
Judith, when I tell you last night was the greatest sports event I have ever been to.
That's
mean, it was unbelievable. I've been to Phillies games, Eagles games. I mean, I went to Penn State, Whiteout games. Nothing at all compares to what happened last night.
Yeah, our buddy Colin, who I was talking about, he was at the watch party yesterday. He said the same thing. Like, man, like I've been to whiteouts and it's pretty electric there at Penn State, but this is different.
It was the most fun I've ever had at anything, and like longtime fan of all Philly sports, and it was so much fun. I've never been to a playoff game before. I've missed some opportunities that just never worked out, and this week I just happened to be in the area, and I took my dad and we went. It was awesome.
That's cool.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's now becoming something that you do not want to miss, right? Like, I'm already thinking about, all right, NLCS, right? Like, I know that they got to get the job done tonight. Don't let it go back to Atlanta, get the win tonight. But I'm already thinking, like, man, I got the bug. Like, I want to go to a game next round, too.
And hopefully you see the Braves cry even more than they already are, because getting home and watching them whine on TV or on Twitter or whatever was one of the funniest things I could have gotten.
Yeah, like Travis d'Arnaud, like that makes me laugh so much. Like you're in a clubhouse. Like, of course, there's reporters everywhere, especially in the playoffs. I'm sorry that in Atlanta they probably don't give a damn about you guys, but it's a little bit different now. Come playoff time, you're gonna have the national media following you around, watch what you're saying. And Orlando Arcia had the balls to say attaboy Harper, not the balls enough to actually say it in front of a camera, just to say it for people to hear. And it got out there, and that's great.
And if I could just add that the Harper home run, we were in section 312, and I swear, could have been a part of my imagination, but I swear that ball went right at eye level, and I could have just reached out and touched. It was the most beautiful thing that could have happened. It was just watching it cruise across was so awesome. It was unbelievable. And then just to end it, the Strider chant coming out at the end of the game. It was amazing. I hope that guy just doesn't know left from right by the end of today.
I hope so too, Zach. And thanks for the call. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself last night. Strider, like last year, that was legit. That was legit. The Strider chants during the Bryson Stott at bat. It led to the overthrow at first base, which got Brandon Marsh all the way to third. And then we saw it again. Game one this series. I know it was in Atlanta. He didn't have Strider chants going. Same thing. Pickoff attempt went away. And eventually a runner scored because of it. And so clearly we are in his head. And he sees that Phillies jersey, and he probably feels a certain type of way. And the fact that the chant started last night, thank you for everybody who did that. He's probably laying in bed last night going, oh, my God. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing my name chanted the night before. I'm pitching them tomorrow. I can only imagine how loud it's going to be at Citizens Bank Park. That's probably been on his mind since he left the damn ballpark yesterday.
Now he probably went down to Frankfurt Hall, got himself a nice beer. Told the people.
Oh, he's definitely a pumpkin beer guy.
He was he's explaining the hops in it. Yeah. He's like, this is how it's made. This is little 11%er. He took his mind off it last night.
Are his pants tighter outside of the clubhouse?
Oh, definitely.
Because he still has to pitch, so he still has to be able to move his legs a little bit when he does the windup. But he's probably it's worse than Connor Thomas walking around.
I was gonna say, who do you think? 610
Spencer Strider, because he has more money, right? Like, let's be honest, he's a Major League Baseball player, so he's got more money. He can probably buy higher end tight pants.
Fair.
So that's probably go with Strider. Let's go to Dave in Hatboro. Dave, you're on the Fanatic.
Hey guys, thanks for having me on today.
What's up, Dave?
Just want to say, well, I guess for comparison purposes, I was at the NLCS clincher last year, and that was so incredibly special. But last night, being at the game, I was about 10 rows back behind the Braves dugout.
Nice.
We just gave it to them all game long. It was the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah, because the Padres, the Padres they're not a rival. We had those loser dads doing the That's What's In song. But other than that, there was really no rivalry. It was just the winner moved on to the World Series. And the Harper home run was magical through the rain. But you're talking about a start to finish. You're letting the Braves hear it. And then the Phillies are letting them feel it by beating up on them. I imagine yesterday was a lot of fun.
Yeah, there were two moments where I really felt like there was just no way we were going to lose the game last night. The first was when they were announcing the staff before the game, when the Spanish interpreter got pretty much a standing O from the entire stadium. I just thought that was incredible. I knew the fans were amped up. And then when we started doing the Braves chop, and I can't remember now if it was the 5th or 6th inning.
Yeah.
When we started getting that going, I knew there was no way we were in their heads. The Strider chant, the We Want Strider chant was going on right behind our section, was right up behind the Braves dugout.
Which is great. The fact that it's right by there, right? Like, so he's hearing it. Like,
absolutely heard
there's no way he did not hear that last night. And I'm sure he was sitting in bed last night, whatever hotel room, drinking his double IPAs, his 12%ers. He's probably sitting there and worried about tonight.
Yeah, I expect there's no way we can lose tonight if we have the same or higher energy than we had yesterday, and I just have to imagine it's gonna be higher energy.
Oh yeah, I mean it's clinching night, man, and trust me, yeah. I'll get it going if I need to, Dave. And I appreciate the call. I'm glad you're at the game yesterday. I'm glad everybody was at the game last night, got to experience that. But yeah, today's gonna be high intensity, high energy, nonstop, especially because we know who's pitching on the other mound. Like I'm not gonna think that Strider has a Kershaw moment where he gives up 5 runs in the first inning. Like I don't think that happens.
It'd be nice.
It would be awesome. I do think Schwarber hits a home run today. I might not do the first home run bet, but I think he goes yard today. He was so close in game 1 off the bat, and it's just power v power. And we've been waiting for his home run. It'll probably happen tonight. And again, if it is the first inning, oh boy, man, that's going to be crazy. And the Strider chants will be just echoing throughout Citizens Bank Park. Cash contest in a minute and a half. Let's go to Nick on the cell. Nick, you're on the Fanatic.
Hey, you guys got me?
Yep, got you loud and clear, dude.
Hey, man, thanks for having me on. First time, love the show. You guys do an awesome job.
Thanks, brother.
We were in, my wife and I, we ended up getting in there. The 5 o'clock start kind of screwed us up, so we got there at top of the 3rd. And walking up, we were down by the link. And when Cassie hit that home run, I mean, you fell it in the ground.
Yeah.
And, by the time we got to section 419, let me tell you, the upper bowl is a different area. People up there are nuts. I've never high-fived more strangers in my life.
Oh, yeah. Dude, section 420, and jokes aside, of course you like that section because you smoke weed. No, 420 is my favorite section in that ballpark because you see everything.
It's nuts. 419, it was great. And by the time we got to the seats, Harper hit that bomb, and I was at the World Series. I was at one of the World Series games last year, and it was loud then. Mm-hmm. But this was different. This was so much louder.
This was personal, right? This was personal. And Harper, the beauty is, and we'll play the Harper clip again after the cash contest about how much he loves Philly. You know, the feeling is mutual, dude. We love you, and the fact that he got a shot thrown his way from Arcia, and then he hits that home run like the GD GOAT that he is. Of course you're going to go nuts. That's awesome.
It was nuts. And the chants, the Strider chant, and then when Ozuna came up, everybody was chanting DUI.
Yep. I remember that from last year, too.
The chop, oh, man, it was nuts. You guys are going tonight. It's going to be absolutely wild. And it's a shame that they had to split down in Atlanta because, last night they could have clinched. But
yeah.
I mean, if tonight's anything like last night, it's going to be absolutely nuts, man. Enjoy it.
Yeah, man, I will. Thanks for the call, brother. And I'm glad you had that moment with your wife yesterday. And that's what makes me laugh, right? So he wasn't in the game yet. And he heard the eruption on the Castellanos home run. Spencer Strider, in that clip that we've been playing of him not wanting fans, he said, just stay outside. Dude, you would hear it. You would if Castellanos hit that home run and there were 46,000 people outside of Citizens Bank Park, you would have heard it, Spence. Little baby. It's 12 o'clock. Time to win some money.
Win $1,000 right now. 97.5 The Fanatic's Kelly Green Cash.
Yes, it is the Fanatic's Kelly Green Cash. Your chance to win $1,000 in a brand new 2023 Birds Kelly Green jersey and use that $1,000 to buy some Phil's gear. You can text the word SCORE to 45911. Like the score last night was 10-2 in favor of the Fightins. SCORE, SCORE to 45911, or you can enter on the Fanatic app or 975thefanatic.com. One winner selected at random will win $1,000 in this company-wide contest. Winners will get a call from Beasley, so be sure to answer your phone. Complete rules at 975thefanatic.com. 97.5 The Fanatic's Kelly Green Cash is presented by Rand Spear, the accident lawyer. Demand Rand. Call 1-800-90-LEGAL. Please never text and drive. Good luck. I'll get back to the phones in a second, but a little pitching matchup action. Suarez v. Strider tonight. Now, I'll just go back to game 1 of this series. Suarez, as we know, he only did 3 2/3 innings. Then they went with the bullpen route. He only allowed 1 hit and 1 walk. The question is, was it because the Braves hadn't played yet? Did he benefit from that? Or was he just that great that they also couldn't touch him? If I'm Rob Thompson tonight, I am being honest with Ranger Suarez and telling him what the game plan is. I'm not pulling the fast one on him like he did last time, and I thought that was a good move by Topper, but you can't do that again tonight. I would let him know right away what the game plan is, and I hope that they let him stretch out a little bit more, especially if he's pitching as well as he did the other night. So give him that opportunity, and maybe it's a short leash if need be. I don't know if you go Sanchez. I don't know if you go Walker. You used Lorenzen last night. Maybe he is good to go tonight. It was just 1 inning. Maybe that was a strategic move because they did that with Syndergaard in the playoffs last year. They had him pitch randomly in relief, and then I think he pitched a couple days later. Now, this is only 1 day. But we'll see what the plan is, and then it's balls to the wall in the bullpen again. You didn't have to use Alvarado yesterday, Soto, Kimbrel. Those guys are good to go. And so just be honest with Suarez. It's all I ask of Rob Thompson. But Suarez against members of the Braves, Austin Riley, the guy you have to worry about the most, he matches left-handed pitching, period. But against Ranger Suarez, 6 for 15 in his career, 2 doubles and a home run. That's a 400 batting average. Ozzie Albies just 3 for 15, which is why they try to flip him over to the right side, and so that he can't hit as well. 3 for 15, 1 home run, but does have 6 RBI, so he's found ways to drive in runs. Matt Olson just 3 for 14 against Ranger Suarez. That's a good sign. 2 doubles, and that's it. Ronald Acuna Jr., 3 for 13 against Ranger Suarez with a double. That's a 231 batting average. Marcelo Zuna, 3 for 13. Travis d'Arnaud, 1 for 12. Michael Harris, 1 for 11. Kevin Pillar, if they go that route, 2 for 6 with a double and a home run, so something to keep an eye on. Orlando Arcia, just 1 for 4 with a double. He'll go 0 for tonight, and it's going to be great. And that's really it. So nothing to really panic about when it comes to the Braves lineup. They're still scary, but they have not had much success against Ranger, Ray.
No, they haven't. And I think that's the big thing about tonight where you're saying be honest with them. Hey, they haven't hit you well this time. We kind of need you to go do your thing over multiple times through this lineup. Go out there and attack them and just pitch your game. Like we talked about before, the confidence in Suarez. It's rooted in who he is as a pitcher, but it's also just rooted in who he is
as a guy. Yeah, he does not seem nervous at any point, and so I feel great. Like with that atmosphere at Citizens Bank Park, it could also be tough for the home pitcher, right? Because you're looking around, you're going, "Oh my God, these guys are awesome!" But like, I really need to pitch well in front of them, and it takes 1 clean inning, and like you probably settle in knowing that they got your back and not the opposite. But yeah, I mean, his calming nature, I think, is pretty big for tonight. Now, Strider in the last game went 7 innings. We had the caller earlier thinking he had 90 pitches in the 5th. He threw 94 pitches in 7 innings of work, 5 hits, 2 walks, had 8 strikeouts, only allowed the 1 earned run. It was a home run, but the Phillies won that game 3-0, and it's a different animal. It's now here in Philadelphia. But Spencer Strider, his numbers against members of the Phillies lineup, they've been good. 2 for 19, Bryson Stott with a double and a single. That's a 105 batting average. But Bryson Stott worked a hell of an at-bat last year and roped a double. And these are regular season numbers, by the way, not playoff numbers. Alec Boehm in his career, 4 for 18 against Strider with a home run. Kyle Schwarber, 4 for 18 with a home run. So identical numbers with Boehm, except Schwarber has 4 walks to credit against Spencer Strider. Castellanos, 3 for 17. Bryce Harper, 3 for 15, one of those being a home run and 3 RBIs. Trey Turner, 0 for 14 in his career against Spencer Strider. JT Realmuto, 2 for 13 with a double. Marsh, 4 for 11. So there's your boy, Money Marsh. 4 for 11 with a double and a home run. Johan Rojas, 1 for 5. And that's pretty much your lineup tonight. But here's the deal. I go through those numbers, and you're probably like, oh, man, those aren't good numbers. The Phillies have not had good numbers against really any of the pitchers they faced in the playoffs. Luzardo, numbers weren't great. They took care of business against Luzardo. Braxton Garrett, they had good numbers against. Spencer Strider, as we obviously know, not great numbers. They beat him in the playoffs last year, and they beat him in game 1 of this round. Their numbers haven't been good against Max Fried. They didn't capitalize, but they worked great at bats. I mean, he was out of there not that deep into the ball game. So just because the numbers aren't great doesn't mean the Phillies aren't built different for the playoffs and have had success against all the pitchers that they don't have great numbers against that they face so far in the playoffs. Let's go to Paul in Huntington Valley. Paul, you're on the Fanatic.
Hey, Andrew.
What's up, Paul?
Hey, it's actually Matt.
Oh, hey, what's up, brother? What's going on, man?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, Matt. It's not Paul, but it's Matt. And it was great seeing you at the golf course the other day, man.
No, it really was. And, hey, just to follow up about what you and I talked about, with Strider on there, I want to see that aggressive base running again.
Yes.
We really didn't need it last night. But if we get men on, and like you and I said, if you get him peeking somewhere, he's distracted. And, all he's got to do is throw that one bad pitch to somebody.
Yep.
And it could blow the top off.
And you're right about, like, if you're aggressive on the base paths, right? He's got to think about that. He's obviously got the crowd noise in the back of his head. He can't just completely mute all that. He knows that comment has gone viral about not having fans in the stands, and he can say whatever he wants about how it was a joke. Clearly, there's some deeper meaning to it. And if he also has to worry about those base runners, like you said, Matt, like that's a great point. And we've now seen him in 2 playoff games try a pickoff attempt that went awry for him.
Absolutely. And, there's the mistake. And when he does make mistakes, they absolutely need to capitalize on it. It's not if he makes the mistake, it's when he makes the mistake tonight, as far as I'm looking at it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, have you met Colin yet?
Oh, absolutely.
Because I was hanging with him last night watching the game. So it's funny you guys are both at the same golf course now working.
Yeah, Colin is one of my supervisors.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah,
so you guys could celebrate at the golf course today.
Now, we were just before I came back out on the course for the afternoon work. Yeah, we both looked at each other and said, tonight, we don't care what time. And, we start early, and we both said, could be a night of little sleep.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, man.
And it's worth it. So, listen, go Phillies, go Birds, go Flyers. Bring it home tonight, Andrew.
You're the man, Matt. Thanks for the call, and great seeing you at the golf course the other day. Matt's the guy that got me the Lithuanian T-shirt last year. And, he works at Huntington Valley Country Club, which I so happen to be at the other day for the Darren Dalton Foundation. So does Colin, who we were hanging out with at the game yesterday.
They love
world,
you,
man.
They love you over there.
Yeah. They don't let me play on that course. But the people of the course love me. And I love them.
I think it's a good reason to be loved. Listen, I'd rather be loved by the people of the course than them being subjected to me playing on the course.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Are you a good golfer?
No.
Okay, so just take the fact that they love you, they let you in.
Yes.
You had a good time. And geez, you're getting real greedy over here. Oh, they're not letting me on the green.
Don't let me on the course.
Well, it's okay, because the Braves media got 9th hole at 9 o'clock.
Damn right they did. Yeah, and then they complain about it. Like, what'd you expect?
That's what you should have asked there.
These are $1 million fields. They're going to do whatever they can to keep care of it. Like, what do you like?
We should have asked Matt, or we should ask Colin about the
sprinklers.
Yeah, the
man.
sprinklers. The reason it's only go in one spot.
Get over it. They probably warned them too. Like, hey, you might want to move, and they probably didn't. They're like, no, remember the Braves media. We're better than you. 610-632-0975. The number to climb in. Here's what I ask of you now. Rest of the show. Now, I still want to relive your moments from yesterday. Like, I still want to hear. If you were at the ballpark yesterday, I still want to hear from you. If you are going tonight, can you please, in unison, get excited with me and Ray? Because Ray will be in the building tonight. I will be in the building tonight. We'll be walking around the lots tonight, looking for the spots to hang out. If you are going down and you're going down early, I need you to tell me what your plan is because I want to hang with you. I want to drink with as many people as I can tonight. Getting ready and getting rowdy before Game 4, clinching game here in Philadelphia. 610-632-0975, 12 o'clock hour, brought to us by Service First Heating and Air Conditioning. Get 0% financing for 72 months and a $500 rebate when you purchase a complete heating and cooling system from Service First. Learn more at servicefirsthvac.com. We'll also play Bryce Harper talking about Philadelphia again coming up next because I think it's a very important message for you to hear about how much he loves you. But I also want him to know that we love him right back. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic. Now get ready to start the NFL week off right, because right now all customers can get a no-sweat same-game parlay for tonight's game. Just place a 3-leg same-game parlay on tonight's game between the Broncos and the Chiefs, and you'll get bonus bets back if you don't win. I love that they do this for all customers. This is not just a new customer thing. It's for all customers. Lock in your parlay and then watch the Phillies game tonight, right? But Chiefs, Broncos, Cortland Sutton, a possible touchdown. Anytime touchdown, Isaiah Pacheco. Obviously, Patrick Mahomes is going to work his magic, and I imagine that the Chiefs pull out the win. So I would probably go with the spread in that one. That's 4 legs right there. Just visit FanDuel.com/fanatic to build your own or choose from one of the popular SGPs pre-built for you in FanDuel's top-rated sportsbook app. Visit FanDuel.com/fanatic so you don't miss out on your chance to get a no-sweat same-game parlay on America's #1 sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge. FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You got to be 21 plus. President PA. Refund issue is not trouble. Bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max refund $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
The Harper Revenge Tour. I'm Ray Dunn. This update is brought to you by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn's Colitis Foundation.org. Bryce Harper powered the Phillies to a 10-2 victory in Game 3. A pair of home runs for him, 2 home runs for Nick Castellanos as well. The Phillies with 6 home runs in the game. Harper's home runs coming after that comment from Orlando Arcia following Game 2, and clearly there was something there. He stared down Arcia as he rounded the bases both times. Aaron Nola looking good on the mound, going 5 2/3, striking out 9, did allow 2 runs. Second consecutive year now, the Phillies scored 6 runs in the 3rd inning of NLDS Game 3 against the Braves. A chance to follow that same script they did a season ago tonight with a clincher. Tonight, 8:07 at Citizens Bank Park. The Diamondbacks await in the National League Championship Series if the Phillies are able to win tonight. The reason the game's at 8:07 because the Diamondbacks swept the Dodgers in 3 games in the other National League Divisional Series. Ranger Suarez gets the ball for the Phillies. Spencer Strider on the mound for the Braves. Unbeaten Eagles looking towards their Jets matchup. Jets also coming off a victory over the Broncos, off to a 2-3 start to the season. Eagles open the 21-day practice window for linebacker Jacoby Dean. Flyers season opener tonight against Columbus. Catch the live call here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Keep it locked here for the latest news and information. I'm Ray Dunn on the home for the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
Next up for the Eagles, a trip to the Meadowlands and a matchup with the New York Jets. Check out the Birds pregame show presented by FanDuel. Sunday on 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
Hey, it's Ricky Bowe, and I want to tell you, construction sites are notoriously dangerous. It's not just the frequency of accidents that happen, it's the severity of the injuries that result. Whether the accident is caused by poorly maintained equipment, ignored safety regulations, faulty materials, weak scaffolding, or exposed electrical hazards, the employer is often negligent and at fault. But they'll try and blame the employee in order to escape potential liability. That's why, as soon as you experience an accident, you need to call 1-800-JUSTICE and get a free consultation from the personal injury experts at Swartz Culleton. You may be eligible for more than just workers' compensation. If there's a third-party liability from property owners, equipment manufacturers, or other contractors on site, they'll find it. And they'll make sure you are properly reimbursed for recovery, rehabilitation, loss of income, plus non-financial aspects like pain, suffering, and emotional distress. Need to know more? Visit SwartzCulleton.com or call 1-800-JUSTICE. In this David versus Goliath battle, they're the ones carrying a big slingshot.
The AAA Eagles MVP membership is in full flight. Eagles MVP members receive all of the amazing benefits of AAA, along with Eagles rewards and experiences no Eagles fans will want to miss. Get discounts at the Eagles Pro Shop, chances to win tickets to every home game, pregame sideline passes, exclusive invites to MVP events, and more. Join now and new members will get a $20 gift card to the Eagles Online Pro Shop, and you'll be immediately eligible to win Eagles rewards. Go to AAA.com/Eagles for details and join the flock today.
Hey, if you're thinking about getting the latest iPhone, check this out. With Boost Infinite, you get the latest iPhone every year and unlimited wireless for just $60 a month. Yeah, you get the new titanium iPhone 15 Pro that was just announced. Then again, next year you get the latest iPhone. every year. Boost Infinite. Infinitely better. To learn more, pick up your phone, dial pound 250 and say Boost Infinite. That's pound 250 and say Boost Infinite. Terms apply. After 30 gigabytes, service may be slowed. Receive a comparable iPhone model each year with an acceptable trade-in every year. Requires credit qualification and 36-month phone financing agreement. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from this station's network.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Retired or retiring soon? How much money do you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have a plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan can take advantage of market gains but protect you from market losses. Discover how to do all three with a free consultation at 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
Happy 62nd birthday, Granddad.
Thanks, sweetheart.
I got you this.
A mug. Oh, thank you. What does it say? Beware. If you are 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of hospitalization from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Fall is the in-between season. In between summer and winter. In between flip-flops and puffy parkas. And in between soaring heat and frigid cold. Which makes it the perfect season to upgrade your comfort with special financing offers and rebates on a new high-efficiency heating and cooling system from Trane, including a whole-house air filtration system to keep the air you breathe clean and safe. Visit Trane.com to find an independent Delaware Valley Trane comfort specialist near you. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval. See dealer for details.
Businesses of all types and sizes are saving money with Pico because Pico's got the financial incentives and technical expertise to help you reduce your energy use and to save cash. See how Pico's helping businesses like yours take greater control of their energy costs to improve their bottom line. Simply complete a customer survey on Pico's digital portal and an energy profile. The report will be generated for you, and this profile is going to provide specific recommendation based on your facilities, equipment, and energy use with great ways to save while either maintaining or increasing productivity.
Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union offers free checking without the fine print. That's right. Straightforward and simple. Enjoy no minimum balance requirement, free online statements, free fraud monitoring services, and get an instant issue debit card. Open your free checking account at fmfcu.org/no fine print or at an FMFCU branch. Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union. Membership eligibility applies. Federally insured by NCUA.
Adam Schefter plays on one station in Philly, 97.5, The Fanatic.
$12:20, 97.5, The Fanatic. I'm Andrew Salchunas. Ray, as you know, I can be crazy and sometimes an idiot.
No.
Yes.
Not you.
Yes. And can I tell you, I completely forgot that I had NOLA painted on my forehead for a second.
I haven't. I'll be honest with you.
Well, because you're looking at it. I can't see my forehead, as Patrick Starr once said,
Yes.
for the younger audience out there, because there's people that are like, what are you talking about?
Patrick who?
Yeah, come on, man. You know, why are you
Is he a
angry?
hockey player?
Why are you angry? Because I can't see my forehead. Shout out to, what are we, Gen X? Gen Z? What, millennials? Shout out to the millennials.
Yeah, you're a millennial.
So I walk to the bathroom and I, take care of business and I go to wash my hands. I look up in the mirror, bam, there's NOLA written on my forehead. And I forgot all about it. So if you're just tuning in, the other day, I said if NOLA pitched well en route to a Phillies win, I would paint NOLA on my forehead like a scarlet letter because I've always been wishy-washy with NOLA. And Ray Dunn, who's across from me, might be NOLA's biggest fan.
That's right.
NOLA, Stubbs, and Marsh. You had a great night last night.
I did.
Stubbs didn't play, but the vibes were immaculate.
And there were plenty of videos of him celebrating.
Yep, smacking his own butt in celebration.
If that gets the team going, that's all that matters.
So, I mean, Ray Dunn, it was Ray Day yesterday.
Really was.
It was your game, man. Nola, Marsh, and Garrett Stells. Big day for you, Ray. I'm very happy for you. But, yeah, I forgot about the Nola on my forehead. And I was very concerned when I first looked into the mirror.
You think like you were bleeding from your forehead?
No, I just forgot. I just forgot. I was like, oh, my God, I'm an idiot. But whatever, I do it for the team.
You're not an idiot.
And like I said, if Marsh has a good game tonight, it's in my backpack.
Oh, I can't wait.
I might go Marsh.
I can't wait. Do we have a variety of colors?
I do. Yes.
Do we have?
I tweeted
What
out.
do we have?
I have a photo of it.
Sorry.
I can't tell if it's black or dark blue.
Okay, dark blue's not really helping.
Green.
Green. Nah, we'll wait till you don't have faith in someone in the birds.
Okay. Yellow.
Yellow down.
Blue. Yeah. Red and white.
I was hoping there was like a light blue. We could have went with the powder blue because they're going powder blue tonight.
Yes, they are. It's a Thursday.
It is.
It is black.
It is Thursday.
It is black though because the kid in the picture it looks like a cat.
Yeah.
So they made his eye like around it black, like some cats have or some dogs have. They whiskers are on there.
Right.
So yeah, I'll keep the red ready for tomorrow too. Maybe I'll go Money Marsh on the forehead.
I'd love
I have
that.
a pretty big forehead. I could probably
Maybe
do
muddy it. Nah, green. Just stick with the red.
Stick with the red. It's Red October, man.
It is. It is. Glad this is what you tuned in today for.
All right. So, what's the deal for tonight? I need to know who's going to be where. Now, where was that? Nick checked in. He said head over to the Palladium pregame.
Oh.
I want to be in the lots though. I love the Palladium. I've been there many times. Trust me. I want to be in the lots though. I want to be with the people. Not that there's not people at the Palladium, but I want to be around all the vibes.
You know me. I want to be amongst people at all times.
Yeah. So I need to know the lot that you're hanging out at. Brendan Petrelli told us Lot M. Obviously, Jetro is always a hell of a spot to be. And I'm Ubering, so I can pick the spot to go to. Like, I'm not parking myself.
Yeah, I usually just do the drop spot at Xfinity and then spread out from
meander.
there. Yeah, meander
from there.
Might do the pro move of, and you out there don't steal, of going in at first, getting the wristband for the night, and then having it for post game.
That's smart.
Not trying to,
Yeah, I'm not going to do the post game. If it was 6 o'clock and they won, probably 8 o'clock. Got to get back.
Yeah, you're a father.
Yeah. He's going to wake up still at like 5 in the morning.
It's true.
He's not going to be cool. He was cool one time. But yeah. Brendan Casey, by the way, checks in. I hate to say this, but it needs to be said. What Bryce Harper did last night is what separates him from Joel Embiid as being a clutch come-through, take-no-prisoners superstar athlete. I mean, you don't have to say I hate to say it. It is true. I love Joel Embiid. MVP, every time he's on the team, you have a chance of winning a championship. I really do believe it. But he hasn't shown that yet. What Bryce Harper did last night is something that not a lot of athletes have. Like, if we're being honest, we don't have to do it v. Embiid. You could do it, v. Jason Tatum, right, who might have a big game in one spot but then come up small in another, right? Like, you can do that about a lot of athletes. There are a lot of very talented athletes that just can't come up big in the big spot. Few and far between. But, yeah, I mean, Harper's that guy. And here's Bryce Harper after the game yesterday talking about his love for Philadelphia, but I also want him to know that we love you back, Bryce.
I love this place. Flat out, I love this place. There's nothing like coming into the bank and playing in front of these fans. Blue collar mentality, tough, fighting every single day. I get chills, man. I get so fired up. Man, I love this place. I signed here for a reason, to do everything I could to bring back a trophy to this town, to Mr. Middleton, to this organization. I got chills thinking about it because that's what it's all about. I absolutely love this place. I love every single person in this organization, fighting, clawing every single day to get back to that moment. There were so many good times in 07, 08, 09, 2010, 11. And I wanted to get back to that moment, into the postseason and playing in front of this fan in Red October. I could go on and on, man. There's nothing like playing here. And Garrett Stubbs said it best, man. If you don't like it, you can get out because we don't want you here. And we want to be able to come in each night and play our game, and they are with us in this every single step of the way.
The guy's just perfect for this city, man. He's absolutely perfect. He's talented, and he wears the city on his sleeve, and I absolutely appreciate that Bryce Harper is here. He's a Philadelphia Philly. He's ours. We're not watching him do it on a different team. He's doing it here in Philadelphia. He's come through with the contract. It's been amazing. And I can't wait for it to happen again tonight. Let's go back to the phones. I have a funny thread that I'm going to read to you from a guy, Matt Adelphia. I'm sure you know all about Matt. He does great stuff with Phillies stuff and, just like a content guy. It's a funny thread that I'll get to in a second. But let's go to Heavy in Huntington Valley. What's up, Hev?
Dude, that game last night was just beyond epic.
Yep.
Dude, Bryce Harper turned into, like, baseball Jesus last night. That was just, like, absolutely insane.
Yeah, he was, man. I mean, just to hit those 2 home runs, to stare down Arcia the first time, and then to do it a second time because he didn't look at him the first time. That's awesome.
The stare down, and he didn't have the balls to look at him. Like, how about that?
He did the second time. He had his eyes up the second time, but the first time he did not.
He had to,
Yes.
He had to give it to him 2 home runs, and Nicky C had the 2 home runs. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I've seen it now a couple times on Twitter, and Ray talked about it earlier. Like, it's a shame his game's getting overshadowed almost because of the talking point between Harper and Arcia. But I mean, Castellanos, he brings life back to the stadium with the home run in the third. It was a 1-0 ball game. Everybody that I've talked to that have been at the game or was at the game yesterday felt the same way. There's a nervous energy. And then when he hit the home run, people would realize they were back in business. So he deserves a lot of credit for today.
Dude, he hit that home run last night, and I think everybody just knew, like, this is it. We're turning it on right now, just like we did last year in the 3rd inning. I mean, that was just, like, absolutely insane. I think I'm going tonight. I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I'm going. But I want to give you some information. My buddy called me last night after the game. He's like, yo, I got tickets out in Arizona because he lives out there.
Okay.
He's like, are you coming out? And I was like, dude, I think I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, dude, you absolutely have to. Dude, I would love for you to be out there, and you could check in from Arizona, give us let us know what's going on. I would love that.
Dude, that would be sweet. Shout out to my boy Jay.
Damn right, Jay.
With the ticket.
Shout out to Jay. Shout out to you, Heavy. Thanks for the call, man. That'd be pretty cool, flying out to Arizona.
Yeah.
I got to give him credit. There was a good crowd there yesterday in Arizona. We talked to Mitch in Phoenix the other day, and he was like, they show up for Diamondbacks games when, things are good. Obviously, nobody cares about the Cardinals out there. There's 48,000 people there at Arizona yesterday, according to MLB.com, because I was wondering what that crowd was like. It was loud. Ain't Philly, though.
No, and I'll be honest with you. I have people that have got my ear about prices out there right now. If I were Diamondbacks fans, I'd start raising them just to avoid the takeover.
Oh, I got you. Well, Phillies fans might still buy them.
Mm-hmm.
But if they're cheap, like you said, it might be worth the flight to and back.
If you don't raise those prices soon, Diamondbacks fans, just warning you, there's too many people that have already mentioned this to me, and it's a lot of people that I feel like I don't want to go down that path until things are locked up. Still a very good Braves team.
Yeah.
But I would be concerned on that one if I was in Arizona right now.
It's a good point. Don't even put it out there, though, Ray.
I'm not.
I want the people to know to go after it. This thread, by the way, from Matt Adelphia on Twitter. List of Braves fans, players, and media complaints as of October 12th, 2023, 9 a.m. Media claim Phillies grounds crew purposely turned on automatic sprinkler system on the field to get film equipment wet. To which Colin Berger tweeted at us during the break. To answer the question, the computer algorithm determines which sprinkler heads come on first. There's no possible way that they ran them on the Braves side on purpose. They're soft. Thank you. He follows up with the postseason format is wrong. We've been hearing that, those Braves fans. Bryce Harper's throat-slashing gesture was offensive, so he should be suspended. Spencer Strider was injured in Game 1, so that's why the Braves lost. There was an injury to Strider? I remember Fried was hurt. I don't really remember anything from Strider. We got breaking news?
That would be the breaking news if that's the case. I didn't know that was the case.
I did not know that. All right. The reporter made up the Orlando Arcia mocking Bryce Harper quote. Night games are bad for baseball and make the Braves lose. The umpires are pro-Phillies. And Citizens Bank Park is too loud for Spencer Strider, who demands fans to be quiet. So that's the thread of excuses from people who cover the Braves or the Braves players or fans. Good little thread there. Love it. Let's go back to the phones. Robert in Fairmount. Rob, you're on the Fanatic.
Hey, guys. You know, the difference between our team and like our city and our team versus Atlanta, there's just such a bunch of weenies, these guys. I mean, our guy Castellanos gets inspired. He's like, I'm glad we lost that way. It motivated us. Harper hears what they said, and he's like, great, I'm doing it. He goes off. Castellanos goes off and starts to run. Harper goes off and knocks him out and has a stare. And how do those guys react against that? You know what they could have done? You know what would have been cool? Like, if Arcia said, you know what? Harper's one of the best. He got us this time. We motivated him. They're motivating us. They didn't do that. You know what?
Yeah, instead they tried downplaying it.
And somebody told, and somebody did this, and somebody did that. What are you? You guys don't understand the theater and drama of baseball. Are you kidding me? Our guys get it. We got swag. We got follow through. It's unbelievable, It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and it goes back to what Thompson said after game one and what you just said about Castellanos. Thompson says this is the most resilient group I've ever been around. Castellanos says we play better after we get punched in the face. And you're right. Travis d'Arnaud, instead of saying, hey, good for Bryce for owning what Arcia said and showing us up, we'll get him back. No, he cried about this is a sanctuary.
He cried about it. It's crazy. And you know what? Talk about there's like the difference also like with Harper being clutch like this. There's like a difference in my mind of like guys that are clutch and guys that when they trash talk and someone trash talks them, they come back and punish them. Like the Kobe Bryants, the Jordans, the Larry Birds. And Harper was like, yo, you said that? Watch this. I love that.
Yep, damn right, man. It's great. And remember The Last Dance? You mentioned Michael Jordan. And I'm trying to find the exact quote. But remember in The Last Dance, did you watch that, Doc, Robert?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was awesome.
And he said it's easy to talk crap. And he used a different word when you're up. Let's see if they're still talking when they're down or when they're tied.
Yeah, right.
And
exactly.
you saw the Braves. They had all the talk after game 2. And I thank you for the call, Robert. But then all of a sudden it was whining. Let's see. I'm trying to. I have it. Let's see. I Googled it. I pulled it up. He said, quote, let's see if all that trash talking starts when it's 0-0 instead of a 5-6 point lead. That's when it starts. And he's right. Like, that was a great line by Jordan in the documentary. All the trash talk after game 2. And then game 3 happens, and Travis d'Arnaud bitches in the locker room and says this.
The clubhouse is a sanctuary, and I think when things like that get out, it doesn't make people want to talk to the media at all. It affects the people who have been great to us all year, and it is what it is.
I mean, you think about it. Nick Castellanos last year, there was the unfortunate moment, a video that should not have been posted, of the camera that got shut off. And him and Jim Salisbury got into it. Think Castellanos shied away from talking to the media the rest of the time? No. He doesn't say much because that's just kind of who he is. But whenever he does have something to say, it's powerful. Instead, Travis d'Arnaud, he's crying in his locker. This place is a sanctuary. Shut up, dude. Like, now all of a sudden you're quiet. Interesting. Let's go to Glenn in Wallingford. Glenn, you're on the Fanatic.
Yo. What's up, boys?
What's up, G?
Hey, listen. I am so jealous that you guys are going to be at the game tonight. Should be awesome atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm in a quandary, right? So me and my wife, my son, and a bunch of friends, we're going on vacation tonight. And we're flying we're going to Greece. So don't feel
so you're not going to the Jersey Shore.
No. So we're going to Greece, right? And so our flight's at 7:05 or something like that.
Oof.
But we're flying British Airways. Now I know that they generally do a pretty good job of onboard entertainment, and I know when I fly American, here in the country, I can watch live TV, and they always have TBS, USA, whatever, right? Now, I am praying that British Airways has a similar onboard entertainment service. Otherwise, I'll have to pony up for the internet and see if I can even get it, streaming that way. But either, because if it doesn't, then I'll be landing in Heathrow, in the AM, completely like what the heck happened, right? So
yeah,
I know if you should feel sorry for me, but don't feel sorry for me, right?
Well, so I'm trying to find out. I'm on BritishAirways.com for you right now, Glenn, and I'm trying to find the entertainment. I don't see any live television. I just see like all the movies they have for you right now.
Correct, right. And I'm hoping that changes like when you're on the plane. When you're on the plane because to have live entertainment. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. I don't know.
Oh, man, I hope for your sake that you can. Because I know how diehard of a fan you are. That would suck.
The not knowing is the worst part. I mean, you know what I mean? So it's going to be like, drip, drip, drip water torture otherwise. I'm just going to be sitting there, on the plane with a couple gin and tonics or whatever I'm drinking, just trying to put myself out of my misery. If I can't watch, I'll probably be doing that even if I'm watching a game.
Well, of course, yeah.
Which will make it even better. But I'm hoping that I'm able to watch the game and fly while I'm watching the game with a couple of my buddies while we're indulging, because that would be awesome. Now, now if I'm able to watch the game and while we're traveling, then that will be awesome. But then you fast forward to the LCS, then we're like 7 hours ahead next week when the LCS starts.
Oh, so you're watching 5 in the morning.
We already talked about
2 in the morning.
We already talked about that. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You'll be fine, Glenn. I know you. You'll be fine. I appreciate the call. That sucks, though.
Does.
Big time.
I know someone, actually, who, good friend of mine that was on vacation using his time that had to watch the wild card series from abroad over in Europe that was trying to make it work. And he made it work. He found a way to make it happen. Out over there, they do a good job of kind of working in, hey, there's big things happening in the United States. Tourists will be here watching. Yeah. So he made a way. I believe in Glenn's ability to make it work, but I know how he feels on that one. You either
Golf Nut just checks in. They don't carry TBS on British Airways.
Okay, so we got to pony up for internet and then pony up for whatever streaming service.
Hopefully, he already has like Hulu has live sports or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Then pony up for that, or it's got to be a live gin and tonics, and you just kind of got to sleep
and then watch it from the beginning without knowing.
I don't even know, but I would hate.
That's tough because you're flying to Europe. Like you're not going to take the time to rewatch a game,
right?
When you're exploring Greece.
Well, last year for the Eagles-Giants playoff game, I was flying back from other job and I missed the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool though because we were landing. You saw the fireworks go off because the Birds had scored, so it was all kind of made it worth it. But I'm sitting there on the plane knowing like, oh, it's this time. Like there's something happening, and I don't know. Because we don't have anything in terms of internet. So I understand how he feels. It's only 10 times worse for him. It is Greece, though. So
Greece is kind of cool.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, I think you'll be able to make it work. Hopefully they just take care of business. You get to see it happen. And this was all just a thought exercise for us.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Now, my dad, he's in Chicago right now for work. And, when you travel for work, I guess you don't always know your flight time. Like, you know me. I know my flight time like 8 months in advance because I panic about all that stuff. My dad landed right around 3 o'clock yesterday in Chicago, so an extra hour too. Got to the bar in the hotel. He's there for a conference. And so there's a lot of people from the Philadelphia area that are also there. He said at the bar, every time something good happened for the Phillies, the bar erupted. So that's kind of cool. In Chicago, he's with a bunch of Philadelphia fans. He's not like Vince from Philly Sports Trips traveling to L.A. for the Eagles game and you're already with the Eagles fans. Like, he's just there for work. And so happened to be a lot of other Phillies fans there, too. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
At a random bar in Chicago.
We all find each other.
Yeah, it really is amazing. We got one open line. You can grab it at 610-632-0975 as we continue to react to last night, continue to get excited for tonight. Want to hear what your plans are, want to hear what's going on, because Ray and I were looking for the fun things to do all around the ballpark, outside of the ballpark tonight. And then Spencer Strider hears us loud and clear for 3 hours or until he gets taken out of the game, hopefully pretty quick. I'm Andrew Salchunas. And this is 97.5 The Fanatic. Now, let me tell you about New Look Home Design. And I'm excited because I'm actually going to be scheduling New Look Home Design to come out to the house soon. I was talking to the people at New Look Home Design. They said, let us come by. And I can't wait for it because some of the stuff they do is really cool. Other than just the deals and the great work that they do, post work being done, but leading up to the work, they do a 3D rendering of your house. So they take a bunch of pictures and then they show you exactly what your house is going to look like after they get done the work. So they haven't even touched the shingle yet. And you're going to see exactly how your house is going to look, whether it's the roof, whether it's the siding. And then, of course, on top of all that, you get the great deals. 50% off all materials. That's 50% off roofing, 50% off siding, 0% interest-free financing for 5 years, an extra 5% off for senior citizens, teachers, military, and first responders. And, oh, by the way, they're also going to give you a $100 restaurant.com gift card just for inviting them into their home. I might not get one. It would be nice, though, if they came by, did the free estimate, gave me a $100 restaurant.com gift card. Ray, I'd take you out. I don't care.
That's so nice of you.
Before our next watch party, we'll go get dinner. But they might not give me one, but that's okay. They'll give you one as long as you mention my name when they come out and give the free estimate. New Look Home Design, when I say their work is great, their work is great. They are a GAF Master Elite contractor. This status is only offered to less than 2% of roofing contractors in North America. It means that they have an uncompromising commitment to the high standards in sales, service, installation, and they've pledged to ensure that each customer receives the best choice in roofing. They have transferable warranties on all services. All manufacturer warranties are backed by their consumer protection guarantee, and also they provide free roofing inspections, which is really cool. When they come out to give me the spiel, to show me the 3D rendering, they could also do a free roofing inspection while they're out there. They work with all insurance companies to complete comprehensive roof inspections to help get homeowners a new roof for just the cost of their deductible. Give them a call, 1-800-279-5300. That's 1-800-279-5300. Or you can visit them online at newlookhomedesign.com. That's newlookhomedesign.com.
Fanatic Sports Update.
The Phillies throttle the Braves. I'm Ray Dunn. This update is brought to you by Compassion International. Families in poverty are facing a global food crisis. $50 provides a food kit to feed a family for a month. Just text the word radio 97646. The Phillies win 10-2 in Game 3. Now take a 2-1 series advantage over the Braves. Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos each hit 2 home runs as the Phillies slugged 6 home runs in the pivotal win. Aaron Nola, great day on the mound, going 5 2/3, striking out 9, only allowing 2 runs. It's the second consecutive year the Phillies score 6 in the third inning of NLDS Game 3 against the Braves. And if they want to follow the same script as a season ago, they can clinch in 4. The chance comes tonight at 8:07. The reason the game's now at 8:07, the Diamondbacks swept the Dodgers and now are in the NLCS. If the Phillies were to win tonight, that would set up a date with the D-backs, and the Phillies would have home field. Ranger Suarez on the mound tonight against Spencer Strider for the Braves. Unbeaten Eagles looking towards their matchup with the Jets. Eagles 5-0 for 4th time in franchise history, coming off a 23-14 win over the Rams. Jets coming off a victory over the Broncos, 2-3 right now. The Eagles opening the 21-day practice window for linebacker Nakobe Dean to return from injury. Tonight, the season opener for the Flyers against Columbus. Catch the live call here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Keep it locked here for the latest news and information. I'm Ray Dunn, the home of the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
John Kincaid, Bob Cooney, Pat Egan. Listen for the big storylines in Philly sports that matter to you. The John Kincaid Show. Weekday morning 6 to 10. 97.5 The Fanatic and 97.5thefanatic.com.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Sports bettors make money with VegasMistake.com. The wrong team is favored, and you need to bet on our top play from VegasMistake.com. Discover where the odds makers have screwed up, and you can profit. They cost less than $4 a day for a whole month of betting picks at VegasMistake.com. Get to pick where the wrong team is favored. Don't miss out on this unique sports betting opportunity. Sign up online at VegasMistake.com, the more intelligent way to bet, where we outmaneuver the odds makers at their own game. Hurry, the odds are shifting. Sign up now for less than $4 a day at VegasMistake.com.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. Listen to the John Kincaid Show and the best show ever for the Flyers and Sixers beautiful blend of the week. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
By the time you're finished listening to this Pepsi Zero Sugar, you'll be 15 seconds closer to kickoff. Stock up now because game day is so close you can almost taste it. Football watching. Better with Pepsi.
Ricky Bowe here for Alpha Men's Center. Did you know that most men over age 50 have ED? Over 60%. Don't let that number get you down because Alpha Men's Center has a 96% success rate treating ED. Yes, 96%. Right now, your first consultation is only $99, which includes the visit, blood work, and test dose. Schedule yours today at alphamencenter.com or call 484-685-1235. Get off the sidelines and back in the game with Alpha Men's Center.
Since this ad for Rand and Mike Spear is on a sports station, we could fill it with clumsy sports tie-ins like calling Rand and Mike Spear is a slam dunk, or you'll score big when you demand Rand. Instead, we'll just tell you Rand and Mike Spear have won over $750 million for their clients. They are the personal injury specialist. Now that's a Hall of Fame performance. Need help? Call 1-800-90-LEGAL and demand Rand, or start your claim online now at randspear.com. 1-800-90-LEGAL, randspear.com.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Official home of the Sixers, Flyers, Union, and the best Eagles talk in Philadelphia. 97.5, The Fanatic.
Off on the adventure. We're good. This is dedicated to all the kids like me.
I don't know.
You built like that anymore?
In Mexico, I was, but I also was just sweating it all out at every moment of every second of the day. A lot of tequila, but
Nice.
I don't know if I would handle it well. Plus, it might be watered down at the resort.
So 8 shots from, you said what? Calling the Uber at 5:20, so you get there about 6-ish? Over less than 2 hours because you got to get into the game.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I might not have a beer at the game then.
I would think maybe not.
Yeah.
I think you might not. You might want to invest in some food when
Shots.
you get there.
I love when you wait. A couple shots.
Was waiting for him to suggest anything else.
Hey, you know what, Spock? You do you, man. But if you are driving past the stadium, don't do the shots beforehand. No drinking and driving. Let's go to Matt in Boston. What's up, Matt?
What's up, Tunis? How we doing, guys?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. I'm a Temple grad myself.
Damn right. Congratulations on your incredible degree.
Yeah, I graduated in May. So.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I just moved up to Boston for a job. But, yeah, man, last night, insane win. Made me homesick to the core, man, I got to say.
Dude, I bet. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was there last year, senior year at Temple for all that stuff, and it was just absolutely insane. You talked about going down to the stadiums on the subway and stuff, and it's
and I used to go down to the games when, Cameron Rupp was catching.
Oh, sure.
Right, so I went down to the games when Khalif Wyatt was playing in the Sixers Summer League, or the training camp. So you had a nice time the last couple of years at Temple.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's been great. And, obviously being in Boston, people in Boston are so sad because they all suck right now, man. Patriots, Red Sox, it's just great.
Patriots are one of the worst teams in football. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, it's great. Anyway, I'll get right to it, though. I want to ask you guys, is Harper the most beloved Philadelphia athlete after this year? Is he up there?
So I said at the beginning of the show, if I did the typical old school sports radio topic of give me the Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia athletes, Bryce Harper might be on there because he embodies Philadelphia and he's talented. Like there have been players, like I mentioned TJ McConnell, right? Like TJ McConnell was the lunch pail guy, had a lot to get through to get to the NBA. I mean, Bryce Harper is a superstar, so that's even better.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Brian Dawkins, for example, right, embodied Philadelphia spirit to a T. Mike Schmidt wasn't like too much off the field, more on the field. Harper's like the mayor. He's like the mayor of Philadelphia. Like, he's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, it's him and Jason. Jason Kelsey's up there.
True.
So I would go Kelsey and Dawkins and Harper, and then like Iverson is always going to be in the conversation. And I know that there's generations prior, right, with Bobby Clark and everybody on those Flyers teams, the bullies. So like I don't want to be out of line when I leave some guys off, but Bryce Harper, man, for a lot of people, I would imagine he's up there.
Yeah, I just can't believe what he did last night, man. He just golf clubbed two out.
And then the stare down. I mean, it was incredible.
Yeah. I mean, love this guy for that. One more thing before I go, guys.
Yeah,
is Harper better than Trout? Right? Harper obviously impacts the game more than Trout, but Trout's on paper numbers might be better than Harper, but he plays less and doesn't impact the game like Harper. Trout has as many playoff hits as Johan Rojas. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, it's a good point, Matt. I appreciate the call. I mean, it really is. He might not be wrong. I mean, Trout, I think, if healthy, we were comparing him to Mickey Mantle, right? So I can't all of a sudden. But that's a tough question to answer. Right now, it's Harper.
Trout greater than Harper in terms of baseball player. Harper greater than Trout in terms of legacy to the game right now.
Yes, that's true.
Trout doesn't have
he's barely
World Series clinching, pennant clinching,
right?
World Series berth clinching home run.
Yeah, or really any success in the playoffs.
Correct.
So,
it's a shame, but he did sign up to stick around with that loser organization.
Yeah, that's on him, and they're going to lose Ohtani.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so Matt brought me back to a bad time. So you had it great. When did you graduate Temple officially?
22.
So you guys had it great. Like, if you were going down to games. Sixers were, I know there's been a ton of drama, but the Sixers were like a fun team to watch.
Sixers were fun.
Flyers, there was the blip before COVID.
Yeah, but we weren't able to go to games. Right.
Yeah, but like that whole season was fun.
Okay.
Like it was fun. It was fun going to a bar and the Flyers were on and people were like into it.
Okay.
Obviously, you had the Eagles. I know there was a mess at times.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
When was your
freshman year? Was Alshon.
Okay.
So that was kind of the peak of the.
Okay.
I remember watching the Clowney hit with the roommates. So, at least during the postseason. Again, this is my spoiled Eagles fandom coming out here.
So here's what I'm
saw the downfall.
Here's what I'm about to get to. 2015. I was a senior, 2015-16. So the class of 2015-16, fall semester and a spring semester. I could make the case that Temple football was the best team in the city. The Flyers, 2015-16, finished 41-27, fifth in the Metropolitan Division. So they have plus 500 season with Dave Haxall as head coach. The Eagles went 7-9. The Sixers were 10-72, and the Phillies went 63-99. I could make the case that the Temple football team, that was the year they were nationally ranked.
Oh, I got you.
Penn State, Sackenberg, Notre Dame, down to the wire. Think about that. My senior year, and think of how far it's been the opposite now for Temple football. My senior year, Temple football was the best team in the city.
I'm not fighting you on that.
Unless Villanova won that. I forget what year.
They won 15-16.
Okay.
So.
But screw Nova because I'm a Temple guy. So,
right. Well, you talk about within city limits.
In terms of, yes, that's right, because they're not a city.
There you go. See?
And in terms of my fandom, Temple, and then all those professional teams, it was all Temple.
Yeah.
I only had the prospects of the process. Oh, those Phillies prospects will someday come up. And then, we thought the Flyers were actually going to be something. So consider yourself lucky, Ray.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't consider myself lucky until this moment.
You at least had mediocre teams.
I'll say
I had Drek.
Yeah. I mean, my experience at Game 3 of the Raptors series greater than your entire Sixers experience through college. So, yeah, I was lucky. I had it better than you, okay?
Nice.
Let's just say it. All right? I had it better than you in
experience, yep. All right, one more thing. I'll get to the phones in a second. Kevin Gossman.
I saw this.
Pitches for the Blue Jays. Same team as Chris Bassett. Chris Bassett put out a tweet last night saying pitchers love it when position players talk smack about the team's star players, ... Obviously tongue-in-cheek. Now, Kevin Gossman, teammate of Chris Bassett, it's ridiculous us players have to watch what we say in our clubhouse. Be careful with... dude, I could be in my own house. And I could have a friend over and say something the wrong way. And then he goes to one of our other friends. I can't believe what Andrew said. In my house, it doesn't matter. Be careful with what you say around members of the media who, Kevin Gossman, are doing their job. Jake Mintz was telling the story of Phillies Braves and the reaction afterward, specifically surrounding Michael Harris. Because all the people around Michael Harris, he put all the quotes in, including Orlando Arcias.
Save it for the bus. Save it for a time you guys aren't in an open clubhouse where media members are working.
So shut up, Kevin Gossman. You stink too. Let's go to Brian in Ballard Kinwood. Brian, you're on the Fanatic.
Hey, how you feeling today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great also, man. I'm great also. I'm just pumped up about what happened yesterday. I'm pumped up about tonight. I can't wait for them to close the door on the Braves in their season. Send them home packing and crying. And I'm just looking forward to what's going to happen in that series.
Yeah, man, it's over. It's over after tonight.
Yeah, and I said we're going to go for. So actually, I won this week, but it's going to go for. And I feel like I kind of want them to score more runs tonight to really put the nail in the coffin. And it's a celebration.
Now, what do you think happens tonight, Brian? Obviously, we were all waiting for the Harper moments yesterday. I think Schwarber goes yard today.
I want Schwarber to start it off.
That'd be nice.
He has more than one, yes. And Bryce Harper, he's going to do his thing. That's not even a question. And everybody's going to join the party. It's going to be one of those type of nights where all the starters, more majority of them might get a run, and Ranger Suarez is going to be doing his thing.
Damn right. Cool, calm, and collected. Ranger
Yes,
Danger,
sir.
man. He'll be good. He'll be good.
Yep.
All right, Brian.
All right, have a good one.
You too, man. Now, Gaussman put out a second tweet with the hand on the face emoji. Some of y'all, man. All I'm saying is that you should not be allowed to quote a player or say you heard something like this in a clubhouse when you, the reporter, are not talking to that player. He's telling the story of the clubhouse. And he was walking around reporters saying it. And I do think it's weak that he didn't say it in front of a camera. But he clearly was saying it enough for everyone to hear. Like, I'm trying to think of something I could compare it to.
Well, I'm just thinking back to the celebrations. You know how many cameras are out? You know how many people are recording? How many different things are going on in that locker room while the Phillies are celebrating?
Right.
Someone catches someone saying something during that celebration. They're not talking directly to that person, but that's something that if that video goes out there and people see the person saying it, it's going to end up catching on. It's going to end up catching wind.
Yeah.
Like, that's just when they say the clubhouse is open to the media and it is an open environment. That's what they mean. They are in there. They're not there to become your best friends.
No.
They're there to do their job.
They're there to tell the story of what's going on. And here's the other thing. Yeah, he wrote in a story. Would it have been so problematic for these players if he tweeted it? Just tweeted, didn't put it in a story. He tweeted out, energy's crazy here inside the clubhouse. Arcea's walking around saying attaboy Harper. Probably still would have gone viral. Would they still have complained about that much as a tweet instead of making it a story? I guess they would have complained regardless because it got out there because it's a sanctuary.
They're not your PR people.
No, they're not. So they're going to tell the story of what's going on. That is their jobs. The people in the media, it is their jobs to tell the story, especially reporters. I don't get what all of a sudden this outrage is. Let's go to, dude, it's my man Stick. What up, Stick?
Andrew, what's going on, man?
Dude, Cloud 9 right now, man.
Oh
Cloud
God,
9.
I was there. It was bedlam at the.
You were there last night?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you should have let me know. I didn't know you made the trip up.
Oh my God, I looked for you out there. Along that little road down there on the pregame festivities. My God, it was so awesome at that ballpark last night. But I got to tell you a story, okay?
Yeah, please.
Listen. All right, so we leave the ballpark. We hit everywhere. We hit Live Casino. We went over to Xfinity. We go back to our hotel over the Marriott Courtyard. We're in there. We go in the elevator, and I go, wait a minute to my guys. I go, dude, that looks just like Mr. Kettering. So we go back down the elevator. I look over. We talk. We go, hey, Mr. Kettering, how you doing? He goes, fine. How y'all doing? So there's 4 of them there. And, lo and behold, one guy keeps his head down. And finally, I look at this guy and goes, whoa, that's not Orion, is it? He goes, yes, sir. He steps up. We get pictures with Orion Kettering.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was awesome.
And you've seen, and I'm happy that you got to do that because, you saw him in Clearwater this year because you worked down there at Baycare. So you saw him before he made this meteoric rise all the way to the major leagues.
And we talked about that.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, I really don't remember a lot about you there, except when I worked a couple Thresher games, I said, wow, this is a talented club. And you were a part of it coming in and, closing the door every night. And, boy, did he escalate up, and it is on. So I told him, you're our next you're your closer, dude.
Yep.
And he was so appreciative. He's only 22 years old. He came out of South Florida. They lived in Tampa, and it was just a short hike to Clearwater. And boom, here he is.
It really is amazing. Now, you going tonight?
No, I'm on my way back to Virginia right now.
Because I'm going to tonight's game.
I picked the right night, and I know I'm going to be a nervous wreck tonight.
Of course.
But listen to me, Andrew. I'm telling you right now, if and when we beat the Braves, there's nobody else out there that can beat them.
No, they'll win the World Series. They're destined for it.
Yes. Only the Braves can beat the Phillies this year.
Yeah, and you know what? Only the Phillies can beat the Braves, and that's happening tonight. Thanks for this call, Stick. That's my man, Stick. I love Stick.
You guys had a good time down there in Tampa?
I had a blast at Coco's, drinking those orange crushes. Did I tell you I saw him again? Did I tell you this part of the story?
I think.
It was after the game Monday night. Dude, I was so hungry.
Oh, that's right. I do remember this.
I was so hungry. I didn't because we did the midday. I did the midday show.
Right.
we actually tape recorded pregame.
I do remember doing that.
Because we were there on behalf of Philly Sports Trip, so we went to the tailgate to hang out. So I went to the tailgate. Then following the tailgate, went to the game. And I was like, I got to eat something. So I got nachos. And it was an ice cream cup bowl helmet. But it was a football. I mean, that's how small the nachos were. So then the game happens. We get back. It's a while to get home. I'm so hungry and tired. And I was like, man, I got to walk around. I walked around for a half hour looking for a place that was still open. And I walked to Coco's. And there's Stick, sure enough. I'm like, dude, what's up, man? He was there. And we hung out. It's a good time.
It's great. It's an awesome time.
Now, I want to read you a great tweet from AJ. AJ8 checks in. His issue with Arcia. If Atlanta won 6-2 last night and Harper went 0 for 4, do you know how loud Arcia would have been? He would have ate it up, that he said it, and so would every other Braves player. Frauds, losers, going to get smoked again tonight. It's a great tweet, AJ. It's a great tweet. We've one segment left. I want to cook up another SGP tonight. We were close.
So close.
We were
so
very
close, honestly.
Very close last night. That means we have a field the series. So we'll put one together again in the next segment. But I see my man Mike from Delran, Jim, Peyton. You guys all want to talk about the Phillies? I'm all about it. Peyton's going back again tonight. All right, sounds good. We'll talk about it. 610-632-0975. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic. Now I got Betfair L2 here, Ray. L2 it is. Snapping action this NFL season with FanDuel in partnership with the Valley Forge, America's #1 sports book. Right now, new customers get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed when you place a $5 bet. That's $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. And if you've been thinking about joining FanDuel, there's no better time to get on all the action. Just visit FanDuel.com/Fanatic. The app's super easy to use. There's a wide range of betting options, including spreads, player props, over-unders, and more. And the beauty of this is, I know that we're talking football season in betting. You can use those $200 in guaranteed bets on the playoffs in Major League Baseball. So if you like the Phillies tonight, maybe you do your $5 bet on the Thursday night football game tonight. And if it doesn't hit, well, you still have $200 in bonus bets to use on the Phillies and their playoff run. Just visit FanDuel.com/Fanatic, kick off the NFL season or baseball playoffs. FanDuel, the official partner of the NFL. You got to be 21 plus and present in PA. First online real money wager only. $10 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
The Bryce Harper game. I'm Ray Dunn. This update is brought to you by Compassion International. Families in poverty are facing a global food crisis. $50 provides a food kit to feed a family for a month. Just text the word radio to 97646. Bryce Harper powered the Phillies to a 10-2 victory in Game 3. The Phillies now with a 2-1 advantage in the National League Divisional Series over the Braves. A chance to clinch tonight. Harper and Nick Castellanos each hit 2 home runs. The Phillies slugged 6 home runs. The pivotal win last night over Atlanta. Aaron Nola pitched very well, going 5 2/3. Had 9 strikeouts, allowed 2 runs. It's the second consecutive year the Phillies scored 6 runs in the 3rd inning of NLDS Game 3 against the Braves. And as I mentioned, a chance to clinch tonight at 8:07. A chance to face the Diamondbacks if they win, because the Diamondbacks swept away the Dodgers in the other divisional series in the National League. That's why the game also is tonight at 8:07. Make sure you know that one after the time change due to the fact the Diamondbacks and Dodgers series only went 3 games. Ranger Suarez gets the ball for the Phillies. Spencer Strider gets the ball for the Braves. Unbeaten Eagles looking towards the Jets matchup. Eagles coming off the win over the Rams. The Jets the win over the Broncos. Jets off to a 2-3 start to the season. Tonight, the season opens up for the Flyers against Columbus. You can catch the live call here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Keep it locked here for the latest news and information. I'm Ray Dunn on the home for the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
97.5 The Fanatic presents Kelly Green Cash. It's your chance to win $1,000 cash 5 times a day. Every week, listen at 8, 10, noon, 3, and 5 for your chance to win $1,000 cash. And every Fanatic winner in our company-wide contest will also win a brand new 2023 Birds Kelly Green jersey. 97.5 The Fanatic's Kelly Green Cash. Every weekday at 8, 10, noon, 3, and 5. Presented by Rand Spear, the accident lawyer. Demand Rand. Call 1-800-90-LEGAL and 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
This is the lunch rush at your local deli. Orders are flying in. Online, on the phone, and in person.
Order for Nick.
So is it possible that fast internet could help your business outrun the rush? It is with Comcast Business. Up-leveling your speed with gig speed Wi-Fi, powering all your devices, and fast downloads and uploads, powered by the next generation 10G network. With Comcast Business, next-level speed isn't just possible, it's happening. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $600 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online to learn more. Ends 11/12/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 50 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Gig Wi-Fi requires gig internet and compatible router.
Hey, it's Ricky Metallico to tell you about our friends at Schwartz Culleton. You've heard their ads and their iconic phone number for years, 1-800-JUSTICE. When you've been injured in a car accident, there is no greater resource than an experienced lawyer. The lawyers at Schwartz Culleton have well over 100 years combined experience prosecuting claims on behalf of individuals injured in car accidents. They have helped over 10,000 clients obtain the justice they deserve. The firm has become a bedrock of the Philadelphia community and the surrounding suburbs. From start to finish, they'll help you get your car repaired and ensure you have all the best doctors for your injuries. They have relationships with the top medical specialists and have a strong reputation with the insurance companies. There is no doubt you'll get justice if you call 1-800-JUSTICE. Again, that's 1-800-JUSTICE. Call 1-800-JUSTICE today.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Not available in all areas. Actual Pi customer.
As a small business, we're always looking for ways that we can offer the quality product and get some cost savings.
Meet Michelle from J.J. Pfister Distilling Company, a small business in California. When looking for workers' comp coverage tailored to the company's needs, she discovered Pi Insurance.
We heard about Pi Insurance being geared for a small business, gave Pi a call, and ended up switching.
Is your small business overpaying for workers' comp insurance? See how much you could save at trypi.com. Plus, when you sign up for pay-as-you-go billing, your premium is based on your actual payroll, not an estimate, so your workers' comp audit experience is simplified.
We saved about 30% off of our workers' comp insurance when we switched to Pi.
It's as easy as pie to get the savings you deserve. What are you waiting for? Ask your agent for Pi or get a quote in 3 minutes at trypi.com. That's TRYPIE.com.
It's easy to think all money managers are pretty much the same. But at Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Different? How? You sell high commission investment products, right?
No. Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission-based investment products.
Well, you must earn commissions on trades.
Nope, never at Fisher. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our client's best interest. It's the highest standard of care for a financial advisor.
How do you know what's in their best interest?
We get to know our clients and then tailor a portfolio based on their goals and needs.
But you probably sneak in some hidden and layered fees.
No, we have one transparent management fee, structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Wow, you really do look out for your clients.
That's because our top priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. It might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management.
Investments and securities involve the risk of loss.
Guys, how would you like to lose weight, have more energy, and be up for more action in the bedroom? Hi, this is Dr. Avi Donapel from Iron Mountain Men's Health. You've heard about our safe, effective, and affordable treatments for ED and low T. Now our physicians can also prescribe Ozempic, which could help you lose up to 15% of your body weight. Learn more about this winning game plan when you book your free consultation at ironmountainmenshealth.com. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health.
Sports bettors make money with VegasMistake.com. The wrong team is favored, and you need to bet on our top play from VegasMistake.com. Discover where the odds makers have screwed up, and you can profit. They cost less than $4 a day for a whole month of betting picks at VegasMistake.com. Get the pick where the wrong team is favored. Don't miss out on this unique sports betting opportunity. Sign up online at VegasMistake.com, the more intelligent way to bet, where we outmaneuver the odds makers at their own game. Hurry, the odds are shifting. Sign up now for less than $4 a day at VegasMistake.com.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, A-U-D-A-C-Y. Check it out now.
He could go all
In football, the special teams unit is the team's unsung hero. While they may be on the field only 20% of the time, special teams have an outsized impact on the game. In business, when tech problems interfere with productivity and prevent growth, Philly area CEOs and business owners sub in the special teams unit from Graffin Business Systems for managed IT services and comprehensive tech support for the win. Whether you need help with upgrading your infrastructure, server network support, cloud services, cybersecurity, or voice over IP, Graffin will put together a game plan that will keep your organization in the win column. From strategy to planning to implementation and beyond, Graffin keeps businesses going, and that's no bull. Put Graffin's IT special teams to work for your business at Graffin.com. That's Graffen.com.
Philadelphia sports. It's a family thing. 97.5, The Fanatic.
$120, 97.5 The Fanatic. I'm Andrew Salchunas. Final segment before the best show ever comes your way at 2 o'clock. Oh, my God. I can't wait. 8:07. We are under 7 hours away from first pitch. And I can't wait to be at the lots hanging out with all of you tonight. Ray will be there as well. Now, a question. JG just tweeted in. Serious question. Do you roll back with the same getup that's 2-0 on the year, or do you go powder blue that he wore when they beat the Mets? I'd rather go the 2-0, and I don't know if you mean 2-0 in the playoffs, because I went powder blue last night. I will rewear said powder blue tonight due to the victory yesterday. I'm guessing he's thinking the powder blue because it's going to be powder blue night tonight. But if you're 2-0 with whatever you were wearing prior, you keep rolling that thing, man.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect, JG. You're not on the team. You're 2-0 in the other one. Go with your own attire that's working. We don't need you to match them on the field. We need you to go with what's worked so far.
Like I wore what I wore at Top Tomato the other night. I will not be wearing that again. It's a nice pullover. I will not be wearing it.
So I have an 08 World Series jacket that I like to wear, but I have not yet worn it through the stretch. So I feel like I don't want to break it out quite yet because I don't really know its impact.
I got you. Yeah, it's good. It's a good point. Once a game is lost with the getup that you will consider wearing, then you flip to the next one.
Correct. And I think they're unbeaten when I'm in jerseys. But they lost when I was at Top Tomato with you in a jersey.
Yeah, so you got to go jersey.
It's got to go jersey.
You got to go jersey. Absolutely. Yeah. Leonidas checks in response to Kevin Gossman, who's complaining about the Orlando Arcia quote getting out there. Kevin Gossman plays for the Blue Jays. He has nothing to do with this. Absolutely nothing. His team got spanked immediately in the playoffs, but whatever.
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
Leonidas checks in and says, I figure out the issue with this clown. And he posted Bryce Harper's numbers against Kevin Gossman. He's 10 for 23 with 2 home runs, 4 ribbies, and 6 walks. It's a .435 batting average. Aaron Nola is 2 for 3 in his career against Kevin Gossman.
That's awesome.
So that might be the problem. And that's why he's complaining, because Bryce Harper and Aaron Nola both have had success against Kevin Gossman, the pitcher. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. All right, let's go back to the phones. And we're going to cook up an SGP, right? But let's go to Peyton in Harrisburg. Peyton, what's up?
What's up, Chunas? Hey, man, I just wanted just to give you a quick call and let you know you're the reason why I'm going to the game tonight, man. I heard you talking about Section 420, went on my app. There was a ticket available in Section 420.
Oh, nice.
I'm right on it, man. Yeah, I'm on my way home. Going to take the train down from Harrisburg to Philly and hopefully be there with enough time to tailgate a little bit. And wanted to see, man, if I ran into Indy, if you could get a picture with me, dude.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. 420, that's not where I'm sitting tonight, just so you know. But if we run into each other, please, man, I would love to meet you. But 420 is my favorite. Have you sat there before?
I have not, man. So I'm excited for it.
It is my favorite section for multiple reasons. One, there is not a blind spot in the field. You see absolutely everything. I like sitting up high in sporting events because you could see how things set up. One of my favorite things to do is sitting up high for a basketball game and see how play is set up before, like a dunk or a three-point shot. But you'll see everything. And also, you get such an incredible view of Philadelphia, of Center City. So you're gonna freaking love it, man. Trust me.
Well, I'm excited for it, and I'm even breaking out my NOLA jersey for tonight.
Look, as you should. I broke out the face paint to put it on my forehead. Today's NOLA Day, man. Celebratory.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, hey, enjoy the game tonight, and hopefully I'll run into you there.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll be walking around the lots. I'll be tailgating. I'll be, at the game. And obviously, once the game started, I'm not really going to be walking around much. But I'm sure you won't be either. But if we run into each other, man, I would love to meet you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Have a good night, man. Later. Go Phillies.
Go Phillies. Enjoy yourself and get to the game safely. Good move with the train.
Yes, very good.
Good move with the train.
I don't think I'm too far from him. I think I'm up in 423-ish.
Okay.
Tonight.
Walk on over, start screaming Peyton.
Yeah.
Start going, Omaha.
I'm just going to be every NOLA person that walks by me. Peyton?
Yeah.
Peyton?
There might be a lot of NOLA jerseys tonight.
There should be. There should be a great appreciation for him today.
Yes. Not many Suarez jerseys, I don't think. I know Pat Egan has a Suarez jersey. I imagine he'd be rocking that tonight.
I think my buddy I'm going with tonight has a Suarez
that's
jersey.
Big. All right.
So I imagine that's what he's wearing.
Okay. All right. Well, he deserves it as well. Let's go to Jim in Drexel Hill. Jim, what's going on?
Andrew, how you doing? You feeling good?
Bro, I'm feeling great.
What I'm about to ask you might take you to another level higher.
Okay.
Do you think the Braves have the stones to drill Harper in the first inning?
Not that early, no.
It's old school baseball. You know the rules. You pitched.
Not that early, especially because you don't want to put him on base that early. And now you have 46,000 screaming Philadelphian fans. Look, if the Phillies...
You know they're going to do it sometime. When are they going to do it?
In the regular season, not in a playoff game.
Oh, they're going to wait till next year?
Yeah, I would imagine they wait till next. Look, dude, people don't forget, right, when it did this kind of stuff.
I know.
But I don't think so in a playoff game, unless the Phillies have a sizable lead at the end. But I don't think so.
Even then, it would be a little terrifying for them to do that in South Philly.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, well, just think about it might happen and how crazy you'll get at that point.
Oh,
See you later, go Phils from Pop Pop.
What's up, Pop Pop? Thanks for the call, Jim. I appreciate it. It's Pop Pop. He sends me emails all the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I appreciate Pop Pop. All right, let's go to. I'm starting to actually, as I'm going along here, I'm starting to cook up the SGP.
Oh, are you?
And I'm going to run it by you, see what you like so far as we go on. I only have 3 legs in so far, but it's based off of stuff that we've talked about today.
Good.
So I imagine you will be on board with some of the bets that I have.
Need to pay rent.
Absolutely. Let's go to, look at this, G Mama. What's up, G Mama?
Hey, Andrew, I just want to tell you that you have been doing such a stand-up capital job.
Thank you. That means a lot.
I've been listening to you, and I've been meaning to call. I've just been really busy with kids in the car.
Yeah, I bet.
But how's Coop? Good?
Yeah, he's doing great. He's doing good. Poor kid had another ear infection, so he's got the tubes coming in soon. But he's doing good. He's thriving. He's a knucklehead. He's running all over the place. I love him.
So the other thing is, I want to say to you, are you listening?
Yeah, here I am.
Okay. So I cannot. Every time you talk about the Phillies, it's so exciting. I love how you talk about the Phillies. You're so exciting. It gives me chills. And I'm also going to say that they're going to win tonight for you because you're going to be there. That's it. Case closed.
That would be nice. I hope they win for you. I hope they win for Ray. I hope they win for 46,000 people. But I'll take that. I'll take win it for Tunis.
Yeah, and you've been just doing such a great job, Andrew. I'm proud of you. I miss Anthony, but you've been doing a great job.
I do too. Thank you, G Mama. I appreciate it. Enjoy the game tonight. I do too. Let me make that clear one more time. I do too. And it's a shame that we're not doing this together during this time because it's a lot of fun. Now, speaking of a lot of fun, texting back and forth with Tasty Cake Dom last night. Tasty Cake Dom, I gave him all the props in the world after game 2 of the wild card round because his boy Aaron Nola went out there and dazzled. And I said earlier this week that if he went out there and pitched en route to a win, that I would paint Nola on the forehead. And I got plenty of tweets reminding me, not that I needed them. I had you and Vito chanting paint that face at Patty Wax last night.
Can confirm.
but I got a text from my man Tasty Cake Dom last night to get the paint ready. What's up, Dom?
Oh, Andrew, what a night, huh?
What a night.
And I just want to say that you just said that you wish you and Anthony were doing it together. We're all family. We've been together too long.
Yes.
That we're always going to be family, just in a different kind of circumstance. That's all.
Right, exactly.
But I know he's very proud of you because you are. G-Mama just said it. You're just doing an awesome job.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
You know, Andrew, it's funny. I was going to text you something else later, and Bob Cooney made me feel differently about it. I was not happy with Topper that he didn't let Nola finish the seventh. But Bob said he did that for a reason so Nola could take a bow. And I got to tell you, for me, what a magic moment when he took that cap off, huh?
You know what, Tasty Cake Dom, can I say, and Ray, I don't know if you were right next to me when I said it, but I had a couple of other members of the station near me, and I kept on saying, tip the cap, Nola, tip the cap, tip the cap. And when he took it off, we all erupted at the bar last night. It was cool.
It was. It couldn't have been a better way in every single way. Like, Bryce Harper is the greatest clutch hitter of my life. There used to be a guy, Andrew, I know you know, I don't know if Ray knows, I know you know. There was a guy named Reggie Jackson, and they called him Mr. October.
Yep.
Because as great a player as he was, he elevated it in the World Series and the playoffs. He elevated his game. That's what Bryce does. He's incredible.
He really is.
He never misses an opportunity to perform in the clutch. It's unbelievable.
Yep, and the only man that surpassed Reggie Jackson was Senor Octubre, which was Carlos Ruiz.
Carlos Ruiz.
You remember he got the Senor Octubre, man.
Yeah, I do remember that. So, I mean, this is very special for me because baseball, I immediately think of my dad.
Of course.
And how he's up there, and he would be, man, Andrew, he would love Bryce. My God.
For sure.
He would love Bryce because just in every way you could love a guy, he always says the right thing. He always does the right thing. And then he's a superstar with all that talent. So, you know, he's an iconic, and he's going to get that ring this year. So then that'll cement everything. But this is just going to be unbelievable. And I'm so glad you're going. A couple of my friends are going tonight.
Oh, cool.
And so there'll be a lot of people there to watch that. And, I think I don't think it's going to be close. I think the Phillies, I just think that juice they have in that stadium.
Well, and there's a weird vibe with that Braves team, right? Where they seem like they're quitters, Dom. And I appreciate the call, brother. Enjoy the game tonight, please. And we keep on praying for you and supporting you through your journey. I heard Ricky Bottalico talking about this morning when he was on with the John Kincaid show because he pops in on Thursdays, and they were going back to last year, like Acuna not backing up Michael Harris last year in center field. And then yesterday, I didn't even notice this. John Kincaid actually pointed it out. That great play that Turner made where he slides to his left, pops up, spin, throw. Acuna wasn't even busting out of the box. And that's a tough play. The guy has 73 stolen bases this year, so he's got speed. And he even busted out of the box. It's playoffs, man.
It's like 5.5 seconds, I think, was the speed to first. Like, it was much slower than what his usual, what he would usually do. That was really surprising for me because I remember comparing the play he made and the base running play he made in terms of, watching Turner's not in position, I'm going to go take home and kind of steal the momentum in that game. I remember comparing that to him not backing up last year and saying, wow, it looks like Ronald Acuna has grown over the last year,
right?
And just putting his team in a position to win. That play kind of sets me back in what I had said. I thought, wow, that's a big moment for a guy who's looking for that big moment, and that's really disappointing if you're on the Atlanta side of seeing him do that.
The guy that's supposed to be your leader because he's your best player, and obviously Bryce Harper's not the most vocal leader, and obviously he speaks to the media and is great with his time. But he also shows by example. And Acuna's like that too. But if you're shown by example and you're not busting it out of the box or not doing stuff, guys will follow that. And maybe they end up quitting tonight. Maybe Dom's right. I only have Phil's money line in the parlay. Should I do alternate line?
Stick with the money line.
Okay. So here's what I have so far on my FanDuel Sportsbook app. I got Phil's money line. It's leg number 1. Schwarber's going yard today. Okay? Kyle Schwarber's going yard today. I have Bryce Harper to record a hit. Remember, you gave the stats earlier that Bryce Harper, in his career as a member of the Phillies, has had at least a hit in every NLDS game. Now, my question for you. Total bases for Harper. I got Chesty yesterday. I said go 7+ if you could. 5 was the max, and that cashed. Is it a single? Is it another home run? Like, do I do 2 total bases for Harper?
I think 2 is a solid number.
So add the 2 total bases?
Yeah.
Bam. Okay. So Bryce Harper to record a hit and 2 total bases. I have Trey Turner to record a run. He gets on base, man. I think they're more aggressive tonight. We saw, obviously, what they did against Strider last game where they ran. And Turner steals second. He's on second base. Somebody drives him in. Okay? Bryson Stott to record a hit. That's it. Single. I'm not even doing 2 total bases. Just a hit. Castellanos, 2 total bases. Because if he gets a hit, he's Nicky doubles. Right? He's either a home run or a double. So Nicky doubles, 2 total bases. And then the Harper, 2 total bases, which we said. A $10 bet gets you $8.26.
I like it.
Now, I can add one more thing. If I think Schwarber's going yard today, that's 4 bases. Does he get 5 total bases tonight? Does he also have a single or a double or is it a 2 home run performance? Because if I add the plus 750 of 5 total bases for Schwarber, which, by the way, does not include a walk if you're listening, like if you've never done that bet before, it has to be a hit. 10 for $8.26 turns to 10 for $1,833.
You're going to make me be the bad guy here?
You're saying don't do it?
I'd say not to do it.
Okay.
I can't refund you the $1,000 if he does it. We don't have that leg there, but he's a boomer bust, and I think the situation he's going to attack Strider.
Fine.
And
home run, and that's it.
Not banking on him.
Okay. So Phil's money line, Schwarber home run, Harper hit, Harper 2 total bases, Stott hit, Castellanos 2 total bases, and Trey Turner to score a run. Do you have anything you want to add? Do you have anything you want to take out from that?
No, I'll be honest. I'm not touching anything pitching wise for this team tonight. I know we had
Suarez isn't even on the books.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So the only pitcher you can make bets on right now is Strider. His over/under for Ks is 7.5. I would look at alternate line, but for him to have 6 strikeouts, it's minus 700. Not even worth it.
Might be a side bet for me.
Yeah, so
Bet with the heart there.
$10 bet gets you $8.26. If I add the minus 700, it does bump it up another $300 to $1,100.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about him getting the 6 strikeouts. I was talking about one of those alternate unders for a side bet, not putting that on.
Oh, okay.
Betting on them getting to him early, and things unraveling from there, and then playing.
He's
like
going to get his strikeouts. So if I add Strider 5 strikeouts to the parlay that we got going on, which I'm not going to root for his strikeouts, so I'm not going to do it.
Right.
But if I added his 5 strikeouts, which is a minus 2,500, minus 2,500, that bumps it up from 826 to 928, an extra $100. I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to root for Strider to get strikeouts.
Right.
Because I have the Phillies winning, so I don't want him to perform.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the opposite on the other side. I'm thinking, if the game script goes where they get after him early, maybe he doesn't. He's going to get his strikeouts. Like if he gets beyond 3 innings, I'm probably cooked on that one. And there's a good chance. And there's a very good chance that happens.
Yeah, there's definitely.
I just know that they're also going to be managing for their lives depending on it. And if you get to them early, you start to cause some chaos. I don't know. For me, this is where my little value thing creeps in and the alarm bells start going off.
Yeah.
Come on. Think about game script here. Because 7.5 for a game that is deciding your season where they did use their bullpen, but some of their higher level, like you didn't see Mentor, you didn't see Iglesias, like they're going to have to dip back into their bullpen again.
Yeah, they will.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The alarm bell starts going on. Probably wouldn't go under 5, but that 7.5, maybe an under 7.
Well, no, I wasn't saying under 5. I was saying over.
I know you were. I'm just thinking alternate lines the other way.
Okay.
If they get to them early. Because the thing is, I could watch the first inning and I could be cooked because they don't get to him.
Yeah, so I'm not touching
We don't touch it. I'll let you all know by later if I ended up going on the side with something crazy.
All right, I'll see you tonight, so
That's true.
You let me know. All right, we have like 11 minutes left. So here's what I want to do. I did it yesterday. I want your rapid fire calls. All right, 610-632-0975. We have 11 minutes left. I'll take as many calls as I can get in. I want to hear your excitement for tonight's game. I want you to tell me what you would say to Spencer Strider, FCC regulated, because we had some people curse yesterday. And I don't want Ray to be nervous. So FCC regulated, what you would say to Spencer Strider. I've really loved all the tweets of the guy that said nice mustache. And he said the other word to Strider. And I really appreciate that guy's like all of a sudden back on the map. I would like all of this. Do you have any sort of montage for me? Or do you at least, you know what? You have all 6 home runs. So here's what I want to do. Ray's going to take your time. I want Ray to load up the home runs for the Phillies yesterday. In the meantime, line up at 610-632-0975. Get everything off your chest. Let the Braves know what's going to happen tonight, what they're going to deal with in terms of us lunatics. And I will be one of those fellow lunatics tonight. And I can't wait for it. So let me hear you at 610-632-0975 as we close out the show today. Your excitement for tonight's game, and just let it all out, man. Like you would at 8 o'clock tonight if you were in the building. And if you are going to be in the building, give me a preview of what you're going to sound like. By the way, 1 o'clock hour is brought to us by Ferguson HVAC Line, Conklin. Attention HVAC contractors for equipment, parts, and supplies for every heating and cooling job. Visit one of Ferguson's counter locations in Bensalem, King of Prussia, Pennsauken, or Westchester. It's the calm before the storm. But sometimes there's like the 80% chance and then it doesn't rain again for like 6 hours. That's what I want right now. I want the flash floods right now of you Philadelphia fans. 610-632-0975. Until then, here's the 6 home runs from last night.
Nick Castellanos, Brandon Marsh, and Johan Rojas will lead things for the Phillies there. Castellanos way back into left field, and we are tied just like that. Stays put, and there's a high fly ball, deep right field. Harper watches it fly.
You don't ever want to fuel the fire, and especially a guy like Bryce Harper.
Harper, high fly ball, center field. He's watching. Harris turns. Harris leaps, and it's gone. 2 balls and a strike. And Turner in the air, deep into left field. Towering fly ball. Pilar at the wall. It's gone. A wall scraper to left.
To hit bombs.
In the air, deep left center field. Castellanos has another one for Charlie. His son, loving it. Multi-homer games for Harper and Castellanos. EW to it as well. That ball's hit well to left field. Marsh is watching this one fly. Another one is out of here. Brandon Marsh with his 3rd hit of the game. The 6th home run for the Fightin' Phils, and it's 10-2.
We're coming for you, Strider! 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 Non-stop tonight. When he's walking out to the bullpen for his warm-ups, non-stop during the ovation when they're introduced, when the names are out there, when Dan Baker's saying all the names, I want him to hear it. I want his life miserable. And here's another bit of energy for you. There's this guy, Max Fried Enthusiast, on Twitter. I read his Twitter account yesterday because he was actually miserable that Elder was named the starter. Remember, I ran through the responses of Braves fans, and he was so upset, like, oh, we're going to lose. He said, I remember his tweet was, and there's a home run by Bryce Harper in the first inning. Now, it ended up being the third, but pretty close. So he posted a photo of Harper staring down Arcia. The more I look at this, the sadder it looks for Harper. Staring down probably the nicest, happiest, most beloved teammate on the Braves who can't even speak English to defend himself. All because some playful banter after a thrilling win got leaked. Harper's a fake tough guy for real. Screw you, dude. Phil's in 4. All right, let's do some rapid-fire calls as we close out the rest of the show. 610-632-0975. Let's go to Ghost on the cell. What up, Ghost?
Andrew!
What up?
One thing I'm FOMOing so bad right now that I'm not going to any of these games, but I got one thing to say to Strider if I'm not going to be there, is see your dumb ass in Fishtown. Actually, nah, don't drink IPAs, tight pants. We don't do that! Go Phils! Phils in 4! Woo!
Beautiful. There it is. See, that's perfect. That's per Ray's hovering over the dump button. We are clean. A clean start to the rapid fire. All right? That's all I need. You give me 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever you want. I need more from you, Phillies fans. We got a couple minutes left. Best show ever coming your way at 2 o'clock. Let's go to Tom in South Jersey. Tom, you're on the Fanatic.
What's going on, Judas? How are we feeling today?
Oh, dude, I am great. I am ready. If I could go out in the field and not get arrested, I would. I would run out there and I'd go right up to Spencer Strider's face and say, you suck. And that's it. And I run back onto the field or into the stands.
I am fired up, man. This is not the stadium to come pitch in if you don't want fans, because you're going to have 45,000 fans lined up, ready to go as soon as those gates open to pour in there to watch the Phillies take down the Braves tonight. Harper Schwarber's going to lead it off with a bomb tonight, and it's going to be fireworks in South Philly. The Phillies are going all the way. We're going to take on the Diamondbacks, and we ain't stopping there, all right? This team is bound for destiny. Bryce Harper, the best of my lifetime, is going to bring a trophy to Broad Street. We're going to be partying in November, and you know what? We're also going to be partying in February because the Birds are going to bring one home, too.
Yes!
Go, Phil!
Attaboy, Tom. That's great. That's great. 2 for 2. Let's go to Jay. Arlington. What's up, Jay?
Hey, what's going on, Drew?
Arlington or Abington?
Alden, PA.
Oh. All right, 0 for 2. Alden. What's up, Jay? What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on? How great is this?
Bro, this is amazing.
Philly's going nuts. Philly's going wild right now. Philly's going crazy. Hey, I got something funny, though. I don't think the Braves are brave enough to stop us tonight.
Absolutely not.
I could be a little overconfident, but I don't even see them scoring.
Yeah, this could be great. We're going to be celebrating all night tonight. Like, we're going to be celebrating early. Just like we were doing Strider chants last night in the 7th inning, we're going to be celebrating early.
Back to back.
Exactly.
Back to back years and the national champions. It sounds good to me.
Damn right, Jay. You have fun tonight, all right?
Let's go, Philly.
That's it. There you go, Jay. Good job. Let's go to Nick in Dallas. Nick, you're on the Fanatic.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, Nick?
Nothing, man. I just wanted to call in and say I can't wait for tonight. I'm super confident, and I hope we send that Pringles man looking J.O. back to Atlanta where he deserves with no fans.
Exactly. That's what he wants. He wants no fans. And you know why he feels comfortable with that? Because he knows Atlanta doesn't have fans. But he knows coming into Philadelphia, it's the opposite. And I'm glad that we started making him hear it last night. And he probably sat there in bed, wetting himself in bed last night, thinking about the Phillies fans and what he's going to hear. And he's going to wet himself again on the mound tonight.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Bankers hours.
Damn right, Nick. I appreciate the call. Let's go to my man, Colin. What up, Colin?
Yo, boys, let's go. Phil's in 4. Arcia opened a can of worms, and Bryce Harper brought it back to the moon. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm so hyped up. Go, Phils. Have a blast tonight, boys. Let's go!
Damn right. I'll have a few for you, Colin. Don't you worry. Now, you want to talk about rapid fire. There's no better man to go rapid fire than with Uncle Frank. What's up, Uncle Frank? Oh! What's up? How was the bar card last night?
Wait a minute. I got technical difficulties. Hang on one sec.
Oh, no.
No, the song's not. What? Hold on.
Are you going to lose? Dude, you're in the running for MVP. Come on, man.
My Bluetooth.
Oh, no. Uncle Frank, you're losing points.
I have Dancing on My Own on my Bluetooth.
Oh, hit it. Oh, Ray's got it. Ray's got you. Hold on a second. No. There you go.
Louder, Ray, louder. So, I didn't get the bar card.
Oh, now I can't hear you.
I hope. Oh, wait.
Oh, Uncle Frank! End the call off good. Just give me a Go Phils or something.
Go Phils, the conductor's drinking. I may be driving later.
Yes. Thank you, Uncle Frank. He better watch himself. Any more slip-up calls like that, he loses votes for MVP Caller of the Year. But he's doing a good job, Uncle Frank. I'm too good of a mood right now to feel any sort of way. All right. Got a minute left. Everybody, have fun tonight. If you're going to the ballpark, I promise you, you and I will be screaming in unison. When they win, I will not be good for radio tomorrow. The voice will be gone. It may be detrimental to my career. But the Phillies come first. Phillies come before my job, okay? You know why? Because they were there for me before I was even old enough to work. So everybody, have a great freaking time tonight. Ray, I expect the same out of you, okay?
Don't you
Phillies
worry.
came before we were old enough to work. I still don't know if you are old enough to work as it is.
Still debate on that.
The Phillies are here. Everybody have fun tonight. Best show ever coming your way next. You listen. Because they will give you the lineup at some point. The hype will continue. They're all fired up. And now, for the next 5-6 hours, it's the calm before the storm for me. Everybody have a great rest of your day. And we will talk to you tomorrow.
Fanatic Sports Update.
The Bryce Harper game. I'm Ray Dunn. This update's brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. You may always need a new water heater, but when you do, choose Bradford White. Bryce Harper powered the Phillies to a 10-2 victory in Game 3 over the Braves. The Phillies now with a 2-1 advantage in the NLDS. Harper and Nick Castellanos each with a pair of home runs. The Phillies slugged 6 home runs in the pivotal win. Aaron Nola looked good on the mound, going 5 2/3, striking out 9, only allowing 2 runs. It's the second consecutive year in which the Phillies scored 6 runs in the third inning of NLDS Game 3 against the Braves. Tonight, a chance to clinch and follow last year's script. Phils in 4. Tonight, the game at 8:07 at Citizens Bank Park. If the Phillies win, they will take on the Diamondbacks in the NLCS. Ranger Suarez gets the ball. Spencer Strider pitching for the Braves. The Eagles still unbeaten, still looking towards their matchup with the Jets over the weekend. Eagles 5-0 for the 4th time in franchise history. Jets coming in 2-3 off a win over the Broncos. Eagles open the 21-day practice window for linebacker Nakobe Dean to return from a foot injury. And tonight, the Flyers season opener against Columbus. You can catch the live call right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Keep it locked here for the latest news and information. I'm Ray Dunn on the home for the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.